Oh shit. Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up your day? Don't you feel that sometimes you just need to get away? Ah, what a what an absolute banger of a song. I'm streaming super early today, huh? It's fucking 4 o'clock. 4:48. Usually I stream randomly at like 8 p.m. But today I didn't decide I have other things. Good night. Okay. Um, good night. Good night and hello. What an introduction, huh? Uh oh, it's 8 p.m. Oh, you're on the you gotta be like what, East Coast? No, because that's only be 7 p.m. Are you like not even in America? Hello, people. How are you guys doing this fine evening slash morning slash afternoon, wherever you are in the world? Oh, how am I doing? I'm so glad you asked. I am doing okay. I'm doing all right. I actually some weird shit's happening with me right now. I I got rid of my old car and I got a new car. And so I switched to an electric vehicle. I don't have my old car anymore. I was tired of the transmission went out of my old car. So I had to get a new car, but whatever, it doesn't matter. But what matters here is I just got a letter. I got two letters. What's my car model? I got a Nissan Leaf. I got a Leaf. Um I got two letters. One of them from my bank that I had my loan through, and the other one from the city of Riverside. And I open up the city of Riverside one, and it's like, oh, you have a parking citation from uh May 13th of this year, obviously. I haven't been to Riverside in like 16 years. Like I haven't been there. And so I was like, what the fuck? And I checked my bank statement and they're like, hey, you owe us this money because we had to put insurance on your vehicle because there was no insurance on it. And I was like, hey, I got rid of that vehicle in January and I have another vehicle. And I returned my car to the my loan holders, to my bank, so they should know. And they're like, no, actually, you owe us money. It's not like when Monday comes, I have to deal with all this bullshit. I won't talk much because we're chilling with some anime binging after work sleep. I shall lurk away. Yeah. And here's some book news. Do I have a book? I don't do have a book. Also, that just reminded me. The reason also why I was somewhat late to my own stream was I was catching up on. Oh, good. Sorry, I was catching up on Fire Force. Catch on Fire Force. Greetings from Mexico, all my ladies and gentlemen, gals. Christian, what did I tell you last time? You don't get to upstage me. Listen, ladies, gentledems, I thought that's a good idea. I should have stolen that, but I didn't. So you can't say that. You'll be banned. But yes, greetings from Mexico. I speak a little bit Spanish. We can make this. We can make this a bilingual stream. Terrible Spanish, mind you. Bro, watch anime. Hold on, hold on. I do watch anime. I do. I was just watching Fire Force, which, funnily enough, I've already watched. Like I read Fire Force. Good anime. Hey, listen, Fire Force isn't a bad anime. In fact, the only thing that makes Fire Force sort of is the fan service of one specific character. And they do address it in this series, which they'll be coming up to some point this season. But that's my only gripe with that show. Other than that, I'm like, it's great. Although I will say the animation quality this season so far has not been the previous season, like at the previous ones. Yes, that one character, exactly. Trying to find a good mecha anime that's not Gundam. Can I introduce you to an older anime called Gurren Lagann? It is not Gundam. It's fucking peak. It doesn't matter when you watch it. It's a great series. It's called Gurren Lagann. It's on Netflix. I believe it's also on Crunchyroll. But if you don't have Crunchyroll, you can watch it on Netflix. Actually, I just started watching Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell. That's such an interesting series because there's been like 18 different versions of Ghost in the Shell, and none of them are even close to the original. So they're actually Science Saru is releasing the original one, or the ones close to the original. You've already seen Gurren Lagann, so you get it. It's peak. It's peak. Hey, earlier stream? Yes, because around like 8:30, I'm going to do a dinner. So I figured we can get like a couple of hours of streaming done here. We can get a couple of hours of streaming. You know, it's fine. You guys know how I do. We just kind of yap for a bit. I get mad about things on the internet, and then we're done. And you have the rest of your life until next week. Kirsha Ban. I don't even. Oh my fucking god! I realized at work today. I was talking to my coworker, and I'm just like, the amount of psychic damage I have done to myself, mind you. No one's forced me to do that. The amount of psychic damage I have accrued running this channel has been tremendous. The fact that like I know Kirsha, for example, the fact that I am now getting VTuber content on my For You pages, like all of this stuff happening. It's like I've done this to myself. I have no one else to blame. This is no one else's fault but my own. But I also have this compulsion, this sickness inside of here that whenever I see just too much misinformation or people being disingenuous or just like grifting or anything like that, it gets to me and I have to. Like, I don't know if you guys saw this video. A lot of you, I mean, most likely didn't because I released it literally last night. About the Fortnite AI with Darth Vader. I wasn't going to make a video on that. And then I found out about it and I was like, is this going to ruin my sleep? Is this going to eat at me until I talk about it? And the answer was yes. And so then I did it. And I released it at 11 o'clock at night because I was like, this isn't like it's not like it's like a video I want no one to watch, but it's like, I normally release my videos around 10 in the morning. And I was just like, oh, no, I have to release this right now or I can't sleep. So I am reading the chat, by the way. I'm just also yapping. It's gotta be rough psychological risk plus assholes get drawn to your comment sessions. Yeah. No, I mean, it's. By the way, speaking of the Darth Vader shit, I got a weird comment on there that I do want to share with you guys. Because as much as I like don't mind getting, you know, the hate comments or whatever, because I'm like, people will do that. It's YouTube, it's the internet. I'm visibly black on the internet. Remember? This does naturally trigger people, especially if I have opinions that they don't like. And I'm loud about it, so I get that. But I got this comment, which is ironically got it after I made my post talking about I don't do things for the algorithm because I use YouTube truly as like this is my place to express my creative side or the shit I want to talk about. And I got this comment. I'm gonna share it with you guys because I'm like, it's a fucking weird comment to uh here. Here. This is one of those like don't do this examples. Like don't do this. So right here. This is the comment I got from my console wars video. And it was slow news in the gaming world, huh? Or you could have made a video about how Bungie stole someone's artwork and used it to make Marathon, or you could have made a video about how Jade Raymond, the director of Fair Game, quit, or you could have made a video about Sony focusing on monthly active users because their PlayStation console sales did not generate the same revenue Xbox does. Instead, you decide to make a video on an ongoing console war that happened since the early 90s, not realizing that part of the reasons behind the console war are largely due to Sony, who keep paying third-party publishers to avoid putting their games on Xbox, and the game media who keeps covering up for Sony while slandering Microsoft at every opportunity. If I had nickel for every time some delusion Sony fanboy or pony or donkey or ponybot calls me toxic because I speak the truth, I would be a millionaire by now. And I said, I made this video before any of that happened. This is such a weird comment. He responded, it's a weird video, especially in this day and age. So, random commenter who did that. I'm going to explain something to you. The reason why I did that video is threefold, threefold. One, I can do what I want on my channel. Two, one of my subscribers mentioned it, and I thought, you know what? It would be kind of fun to talk about. And three, and most importantly, I made that video because, as you stated, which I also stated in said video, this has been going on since the 90s, and I think it's dumb that it's still happening. I think it's stupid that we have a console war. And the logic you are putting out here is this only exists because of Sony is insane. Because Microsoft just recently started putting their shit cross-platform. Like, this is in the last 2 years. And Nintendo has never put their shit on any other platform besides Nintendo. So it's, well, I guess cell phones too. So it's weird to me to be like, this is all Sony's fault, and the games media is covering it up as if there's some sort of like cabal of like games media people who are like, hey, anytime Sony does anything, we got to run defense for them. We got to play defensive for Sony. They need our help. The same games media that you guys have said is failing, no one watches, no one listens to, it's all about YouTubers. That game media, but also has enough power to continue the console war. And the fact that he refers to them as ponies and donkeys on stuff too, I was like, you're the person I'm talking about. You're upset at the fact that I'm saying your little culture war is stupid. And then you're gonna say, oh, slow news day. Do you guys come to me for news, or do you guys come for me on my opinion on certain topics? Like, did I become IGN or Kotaku or Aftermath or whatever where I'm reporting on everything that happens in gaming space? Do you think I have the bandwidth to do that? Do you think I have the attention span to do that? When things come across my feed, that's when I see it. I don't like yeah, you can't see from my opinion. I do try to be as truthful as possible, given the information I have, and I always color it through my opinion. But I wouldn't expect anyone to come here and be like, wait a minute, you didn't talk about the fact that Jade Raymond left. Jade Raymond always leaves. Jade Raymond, bless her, is one of the most cursed producers in gaming. She never. I just read the comment. Black man guy. Yeah, I'm keeping this, by the way. I love this. I just keep it. It fucks up the white balance. It's so funny to me. Look at that. Look at that white balance just absolutely deteriorate, and then it comes back. But yeah, like she fucking leaves all the time. Am I gonna play the Demon King? Yo, I've never heard of that. I was actually thinking of playing a little bit of Blueprints on stream today. But I'm sorry, I know I'm going off on a tangent, but I was like, I just think it's fucking weird to be like, hey, why didn't you talk about this on your own channel? And I'm like, what do you think my channel is? I don't even post a video every day. Like, I try to, at the very least, sort of curate the content I put out. And then every once in a while, I'll do what I did yesterday, which is like, this is eating me on the inside. I got to post it. But yeah, I just thought it's, I honestly, and I know a lot of people don't believe when I say stuff like this, but I'm going to tell you the truth. When I go through comments, I don't go through comments and be like, you can't say that, delete that, block that. Mostly because YouTube does it for me and I don't see it. And also, a little peek behind the curtains, I'm mostly responding to stuff when I'm on my YouTube mobile through Studio. And even if I approve a bunch of comments on that, it won't let me actually approve them until I go onto my actual YouTube page, like on my computer. It won't let me do it anywhere else. And so, like, even if I go through my held right now, so here's, look, I'll show you right now. I'll show you guys right now. This little peek behind the curtain, okay? So this is my held comments. I had nothing held. And then it says comments that may be offensive are shown below. So hide comments, show hidden comments. I'll show it. So that's so people can think I'm not deleting anything. These aren't comments that I put there. These are comments that YouTube put on my held section up here. People always accuse me of going through and like deleting their comments and blocking their stuff. I don't do that. I don't. If YouTube flags it, YouTube flags it. Now, I don't always check my held comment sections. So like maybe that's why, but as you can see, I only have a handful. Like I only have a handful. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. You know, one of my favorite things too is when videos I post months ago suddenly get comments. This is about Synthetic Man. Someone wrote, LOL, you're a race grifting cuckold. I'm gonna prove all these, but how am I a race grifting cuckold? Dude supports trans kids, calls other people weirdos and pedos. I'm so weird. I'm so weird for supporting trans people, you guys. I'll prove it though. See, and look at this last one. I went to approve everything, right? I went to approve everything. It won't let me approve this. It literally will not let me approve this comment. And I saw this comment already on my page. I thought, well, it's here. So I can't approve it. I can't do anything. I can't hide it. I can't flag it. I can only delete it. So that's me behind the veil, right? Like when I tell you guys, I'm not going through deleting your shit, it's because I'm not going through deleting your shit. Yeah. And it's like, I think it's funny that people call me a grifter. Or I'm like, I don't even like make money of like to do like it's weird. Meantime, saving with PS5 as easy beginning some PS5 games and shells and oh man, yeah, dude, having to be an adult and responsible with shit's fucking annoying. Trust me. Trust me. If I could, I would have already bought a PS5. I already bought a PS5, and I would have had an Xbox Series X, and I would have done other shit. But I have to be responsible and pay bills and pay for my car and my insurance, my life. Oh, buy food. Yeah, but like, and I'll have to keep saying I'm blue in the face, but I don't go through my comments and being like, I don't like what you said. I'm deleting it. It's literally just YouTube saying, hey, this was some really offensive racist shit, so we're not going to post it. Or you're using the R word, we're not going to post it. You're using slurs, we're not going to post it. And yeah, there is infinitely more money to be made, people grifting to the right. I don't even understand their logic. Because I got a comment also today, which I won't put on blast because the guy wasn't too bad, but they were like saying how I am equal to the people I talk about. Like I'm just the same as, actually, let me read it. I'm not going to post it, but I'm going to just read it because I thought that was fucking weird. They said that Where is it? Oh, did it go away? Oh, I think it. Oh, I think it went away. Oh, that's weird. But basically, they're talking about how like I am just like the grifters. So I was like, okay, how am I just like them? And he was like, oh, well, it's because you talk about it, right? And no, it was on my Twitter. Sorry, someone was like, oh, you are just like them because you covered their stuff. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, yeah, but you covered their stuff without their consent, so you're just as bad as like the harassers that you talk about. And I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? You think me talking about someone being harassed is the same as harassing someone because I talked about them without their consent? You don't need consent to talk about someone. I hope you guys know that. Yeah, you know what? Since it was on my Twitter, I will in fact put this guy on blast because he's an idiot. It was my profile. It's so weird. Yes, here it is. It's so weird, you guys. And this is we are going to be watching some videos today too, just so you know. But this is like a sample, just to set up the thing. It's no secret I don't like Smash JT. I think it feelings mutual. So whatever. He blocks me on Twitter and all this other shit because he's a coward. But he keeps posting about Alyssa, and we are going to talk about that whole thing today. Don't you worry. So I made a comment just saying he's talking about how Alyssa's been harassing him. And I'm like, Jeff Tarzia has made over 150 hours of content on Alyssa and constantly talks about her nonstop to the point of him being sued over it, and yet he claims he's being harassed by her. And then I did another video on my phone, and I was like, let's play a game. Let's see how many times you can find Jeff talking about Alyssa in just this minute-long clip. All I did was type in Alyssa's name in YouTube, and I found that out. And so this guy wrote, you do the same shit as Smash JT, but your YT channel sucks ass. Response, when has this guy ever harassed anyone? Show proof to back up your claim. Response, he makes videos about people without their consent. The amount of videos don't matter. It's the same thing. Now, this is fun for me because I get to use my degree on this. Harassment, at least in the state of California, which I reside in, harassment has to be continual, first and foremost. It's not a question of like, oh, did they consent to that? It's a continual. If I, for example, approach a woman and I say, oh, you look nice, and she doesn't like that, you can't say I'm harassing her, right? Because I'm not. It's a one-off thing. But if I continuously comment on her body over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and she's made it very clear she does not want that, that is harassment. It has to be continuous. Me making a video, him saying that, oh, it doesn't matter the amount. Yes, legally it does matter. That means if I talked about anyone ever, if anyone ever talked about anyone forever, then everyone's been harassed. We've all been harassed. Anyone who's ever responded to a video I made has harassed me. Anyone I've ever talked about on video, I've harassed. I've harassed Jade Raymond because I mentioned her name. I've harassed a billion people because I've said people's names. I'm like, that's not how any of that works. And it's really weird that people think that like words don't have meanings anymore, especially in the legal sense. But I truly do love the they have nothing they can say about me because I'm so clearly not the people I'm talking about, and I very staunchly disagree with their standpoints, and I bring my reasonings to that, and they have nothing to counter that, so they just give me the old, you're just as bad. Like, hey, that guy you called a Nazi, he may be a Nazi, but you're just as bad because you pointed it out. You know? It's, hey, that house is on fire. Hey, you're just as culpable of that house burning down because you pointed out it's on fire. hey, this house is on fire. Maybe we should call the fire department and get something done. Maybe put the fire extinguisher or get some water on there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you talking about the fire? Now you're bringing attention to the fire. So whatever happens now, that's on you too. Yes, that man did put kerosene onto the house and then lit a match and then put more accelerants onto it, but you brought attention to it. No one would have known if the house was on fire until you brought it up. You're just as bad as the arsonist. Like, that's the logic they work on. Okay. That was me, big face yapping. By the way, are you guys liking the newer style of the videos I do with the green screen? Is that like... Why are we only focusing on how bad the fire is? Want this team to give equal airtime to the benefits of fire? My bad. I'm so biased. I'm so biased. Can she win the lawsuit? Listen, it's not, I'm not, in a just world, this should be a slam dunk case. In a just, fair society, with the amount of evidence we have seen perpetrated by the person being accused, in a logical, fair society, this is an open shut. Like, that's that. But I am unfortunately very aware in the society that we currently live in, especially if you are a woman. In fact, not to be dour, but we're going to be a little bit dour here. There's a woman right now in Georgia who is being kept alive against everyone's wishes because she's been declared legally brain dead. And they won't let her die because she's pregnant. And in Georgia, the rule is, I think it's 21 weeks before you can abort or whatever. And she was only like 9 weeks pregnant. So it's insane. Yeah. Here we go. A pregnant woman in Georgia was declared brain dead, is being kept alive by ventilators because of the state's law banning abortions. The woman's mother says, telling local news that her family has no say in the matter. And then talks about how she's 30-year-old daughter had been experiencing extensive headaches, and she's pregnant with her 9 weeks pregnant with her second child. And so they have had her breathing on the machines for more than 90 days. That's 3 months. And I think she has to stay. Yes. The plan is to keep Smith alive until the baby boy can safely survive on his own, most likely at 32 weeks. So 3 months, 90 days is about 12 weeks. So for 32 weeks, which means for 20 more weeks, they're going to keep her daughter breathing. And this is what her mom says. This is the mom's quote. "It's torture for me," she said. "I see my daughter breathing, but she's not there." The mom had already lost her daughter, and now she's watching essentially her corpse being pumped full of chemicals and all this shit, ventilators, to keep her alive just so the baby can be born. 32 weeks. She's being tortured. She also, her daughter had another child who's alive and watching that. They're also being tortured. This is insanity. And the medical professionals can't do anything or they'll violate the law. So living in a society like this, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if by some bullshit they'll be like, actually, the case is going to go this way because won't be a vagina, right? Like, but I do strongly hope that she wins this case, because if she doesn't, then it's like, literally, what's the point of having lawsuits? What's the point of laws if someone can blatantly harass you? And you know what? Fuck it. Let's just segue to it. This is the perfect point to segue to. I do have to do a little bit of a backup here. We have a little backup here. Okay? And just to warn you guys, we are watching Smash JT. Okay? It's going to happen. I'm sorry. It has to happen. We're going to do it. We'll get through it, though. It's fine. We'll get through it. So, if you guys didn't know, Alyssa uploaded a video talking about the harassment she received, which we are going to watch to get the full context of everything. And this video, as you can see right here, originally got taken down, so she had to re-upload it. This video has been removed for violating YouTube's policy on harassment and bullying. So we're going to do a live video of this, right? I'm going to kind of do the way I would edit the video, and then I'll probably edit it later on to the more concise version of it. But this is the initial video's response here, right? It got taken down. This is what they put. Now, you had people like Asmongold talking about it. So Asmongold talks about my video on stream, says, I brought this all on myself. It is then immediately flooded with harassing comments. You didn't even watch the video, Zach. I brought rape and death threats on myself. Your legacy will be more disgusting than your house. Facts on facts on facts. So let's listen to what Asmongold said. Let's do that.
Alyssa Mercante made her first real edited video on YouTube, and it got banned.
Just so you know, this is on his subreddit, so naturally there's going to be a strong bias. Just letting you know that.
Bullying and harassment, you can't make this shit up. Oh man, that's just too bad, right? This would have never happened if she didn't start doing this. She started this whole thing her. Alyssa Mercante.
So she started this whole thing herself. That has been the common refrain from all of these pathetic losers. It's always been she started this. She started this. It's her fault. She brought this on herself because they're too much of a coward to admit that she didn't start anything. You guys are just misogynists because we have allowed professional misogyny to become a career path, and a bunch of these losers seized upon that. You think I'm lying? If you go on YouTube and type her name, this is from her. This is the first top right here. This is her video that I clicked on, right? Everything else from a day ago, Smash JT. Smash JT. Friend of the channel, Dead Domain, talking about it happened yesterday. Smash JT. Smash JT. Will of the Fans. Latina Parfait. Smash JT. Smash JT. Smash JT. Smash JT Live. Smash JT. Ooh, Xenoblade. Alyssa's own video. So within her own name, searching her own name, out of like 12 videos we just scanned, 2 of them were from her. Smash JT. I never heard of this person. And I'm sorry, if I'm going to be a little rude, because these guys are assholes, why do they always look like this? Like,
consequences meet my actions. Ladies and gentlemen, as a normal human being, you will be aware of the
consequences. They always have to have by consequences when it comes to female creators or women in general. This isn't consequences or accountability. This is harassment. This is harassment. I don't know who bro is, but it seems like woke left targets Smash. It's crazy how that video talking about her popped off and then nothing else did. This one got 17K. Nothing else here even came close. 2K, 4K. Yeah, nothing even came close in this last month. Or, matter of fact, most popular. So, a couple years ago, 2 years ago, when he was talking about Space Marines or Warhammer, and then became a grifter in the last couple months, right? That's what usually happens? Okay, cool. But like, you type in her name.
Consequences meet.
And again, it's Smash JT, Smash JT, Smash JT. Smash JT, Smash JT. Asmongold clips. Atreus, Asmongold cooked Alyssa so bad she's trying to get him banned on Twitch. My brother in Christ. My brother in Christ. How are you still doing this? How are you still doing this? 3 hours ago. Do you guys not sleep? Smash JT, 8-Big Eric, Smash JT, Vera, smash. Some Ground Studios, smash. You guys get the point. You get the point, right? It's literally all of these guys, all of these people have created this weird cottage industry of specifically attacking her, and they all think they're gonna pop off, but they fucking don't. Smash JT's entire career has just been built off of her. J Viper, you have no motion. Like, these guys' careers are being made off of her. Let's go to the live channel for a second. Let's go to Smash JT's live channel, because he seems to really just always do that. Alana Pierce just caught deleting evidence. Just got caught deleting evidence. Lies. Osmond Gold destroyed Alyssa, and Alana. Let's see. Alyssa. This is all within the day, you guys. This is all within the day. And the Vice article. And then we have Alana Pierce exposed the pathological liar via newly discovered private videos. Alana Pierce. He seems to have a hard-on for attacking Alyssa again. This is within 8 days. In fact, over the course of one day, he posted about her 1, 2, 3, 4 times in the course of 24 hours. But she's obsessed, you guys. She's obsessed. She can't stop talking about the man. She's so obsessed. She's so obsessed. She's so obsessed. It's crazy, you guys. But yes, this is now the framework, and we're working here, okay? This is the framework. So now we're gonna watch a little bit of Jeff's video, then we're gonna watch Alyssa's video, then go back to Jeff's video. So here's what Jeff had to say. And I got this link sent to me because I asked for it. Because again, I love just throwing my brain, and since we're doing this live, you also get to destroy your brains. Prepare yourself. I mean, okay. All that preamble, it's not working? Oh, let me try it again. There we go.
By the way, I downloaded her video immediately because I had a feeling that she was either going to take it down because her lawyers were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" or it would be taken down by YouTube.
There's no fucking way. Right, goddamn, we're like 2 seconds into this. There is no way you downloaded this video because you thought YouTube would take it down. You also said you didn't watch the video. And she also mentioned that her lawyers said, yeah, this is fine to do. Because unlike your lawyer who goes on stream with you and says that Alyssa is not a public figure, therefore that defense doesn't work, your own lawyer said that, you are obsessed with her. That's what's happening here. Alyssa breathes and you make a video on it. That's what's happening here. But he'll pretend that he is the victim because that's just the cry bully tactic. He will make 150 hours of content on one person, and then they respond in kind to him by making a video, and he loses his mind. I turn the video up. I don't want to, but fine, I will.
Well, that's not gonna look great in the eyes of the court. I'll be sure to share this with Ron Coleman about the person who's suing me for harassment just had her own video taken down for harassment and bullying.
Is that good enough? Can you hear it now?
It's almost like it would be projection. Is that the word? Where you like do the thing that you claim that other people do to you? Is that?
No, Jeff. I think the word you're looking for is cognitive dissonance. It's cognitive dissonance. If it's the actions you're taking and you can't recognize those actions, but you attribute that to other people, you have cognitive dissonance. Projection is a little bit different in this instance, and also I'm using the word cognitive dissonance because this is what you're displaying. You have made over 100 videos on Alyssa. We type in her name on YouTube. Your videos are 95% of the content there. You have over 100 hours on her and counting. You've done live streams about her. You put her in the majority of your thumbnails to profit off of.
I'm not really familiar with this stuff, so that might be. That's curious. That's curious. Give me a second here. Let me check other DMs.
Also, can we talk about the fact that, like,
And shout out to nobody for the heads up on this. And
he's
Massive
just
TDS, you guys rock.
massive
And
TDS. Oh
this
my
is
god.
Nobody sent me.
He just has the screen on. It's just this.
Appreciate you.
It's just that.
Give me a second.
Look, it's-
Checking other DMs. Man.
Oh my god.
Oh man, this is funny. And oh, by the way, do you guys remember? Do you guys remember when I started the stream tonight and I was like, I'm not going to be talking about Alyssa's video tonight. I'm not going to be. Well, I didn't say I'm not going to talk about it, sorry. I said I'm not going to be reacting to Alyssa's video because I felt like it was a trap. I watch it. I'm like, there's some awful things that she puts in there. Some things that I don't feel like are even okay with the terms of service. And things that I feel like she put in there just so theoretically she could, if she wanted to, report a channel for reacting to it. And YouTube would just see the content.
Okay, so again, delusions. You're being sued by this woman. She doesn't need to lay out bait. She just lay out a trap. And his whole thought process is, well, this is something I would do. So this must be that something she's actively doing because she's a sneaky one and she is going to get these channels taken down for reacting to it. That's not what even happens. Like, oh my God. People don't understand YouTube who talk about this shit. I'm on YouTube. I'm on the creator side of it. So I do have a bit more understanding. Obviously, I'm not the biggest creator, so take what I say with a grain of salt, or you can tell me to fuck off. Who cares? When there are videos on YouTube that are bad, and I don't mean like this video sucks. I mean, hey, they're promoting the great replacement theory. That kind of bad. Or this is obviously used to harass someone. They're threatening to kill this person, right? YouTube drags its feet. They'll be like, how does this get past all the checks you have to do? And they will drag their feet. And so someone has to report it. But then one report isn't enough, which is why a bunch of people report it. Now, when you misuse this, this is a false flag. This is you want to get a video down for retaliatory purposes. But even then, YouTube has to review the video and then they can put it back up. That's how this works. Unfortunately, YouTube's system is very bad at doing that. And so the users or the people watching it have to do much more of an effort to get said video taken down. I was going to watch that. It was a lie. Rachel Zegler. Oh my God. Yeah, I heard someone recently talking about how Brie Larson hates MCU fanboys with zero context and it was infuriating. That's all these people do, by the way. It's zero context. They make shit up. Because I'll let this play a little further just so you can, you know, put himself in a hole. And then we'll watch her video and we'll just see the kind of comments that she gets from him or his people.
And take it down. Jeremy Webb, shout out to you, man. Have a great night. Stay safe, bro. And thank you so much again for all your support. You absolute legend. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Sergeant Sapien says, you made the right call. My gut was right. Oh, I'm telling you, like, I didn't just kind of like, I didn't just wing it. Like, I thought about it a lot today. After I watched it, I was like, okay, so that's clearly content I could react to, but I need to weigh my options with it.
Wait, I'm sorry. What did he say?
React to. about it a lot today. After I watched it, I was like,
After he watched it. Interesting. So earlier in the video, you say you're not going to react to this, but you've already watched it. You've already watched the video. So you're not reacting to anything, right? You pre-watched it, literally pre-watched the video. And I'm not going to react to it. You've already had this is like, again, just letting the mask slip. This is what they do. This isn't like a genuine reaction. It's like, I have to think about it so I know exactly how to frame it. So that way, if someone started to say anything, I'm like, well, this is just, I'm just reacting. This isn't, my gut's so good. I knew this was to be taken down. That's why I watched it and I said nothing. And then once it got taken down, then I'm like, actually, you guys, I knew it'd be taken down. I knew about that.
okay, so that's clearly content I could.
Yeah, he
react to,
thinks about her a lot for
but
sure.
I need to weigh my options with it because one, it was a very easy video to react to because I could knock down every single thing she says instantly. Like it was just straw man after straw man after straw man.
So remember what I told you guys about how they operate, right? It's generalities. Like in my legendary jobs reaction video where I talked about how he always says like the media. It's always a something to sound big and spooky and scary. But they never get into specifics. He can just say straw man after straw man after straw man. And I want you to keep that in mind when I play her video in like the next couple of minutes. Keep in mind that he's saying it's just straw man after straw man after straw man.
And then out of context clip, out of context clip, out of context clip, and then repeating me over and over and over again, making it look like I'm like the only one attacking her. It's like, no. None of this is actually what it's like.
And also him saying, again, I'm sorry, I'm pausing a lot, but him saying to make it seem like I'm the only one attacking her is an admittance that he is attacking her. He didn't say the only one criticizing. He didn't say the only one holding her accountable. He didn't say the only one talking about her. His words were, to make it seem like I'm the only one attacking her. So he's very cognizant that she's being attacked. His standpoint is, I'm not the only one doing it.
This is insane. God Ends Raver says, describe what was in the clip. She showed, I believe it was a AI image of like a figure like in a sexual position with her. And she showed it. And she's like, here's an example of the harassment that I get. And I'm like, bro, you don't show this stuff on a YouTube channel, even if it's like for educational purposes. It's like it's not a great look to do that. And I don't even think that's the reason the video was taken down, because that would have been, if that was the reason it was taken down, that would fall probably under the nudity policy.
Okay, that whole section, he didn't even his whole thing was, the guy asked him, name a reason, what out of context, what she did, whatever. And he's like, bro, she posted a picture of someone sending her an AI version of her being like sexually assaulted. And I'm like, you can't post that on YouTube. Cool. So did she not get sent that then? Are you not arguing the fact that she was sent that harassment? You're not arguing that fact. Your thing is, she doesn't understand YouTube policy. Let's say she doesn't. Okay, that doesn't negate the fact that this was sent to her. Like, do you guys understand how he himself can't square the two things? He can't be like, he can't admit that that's fake because it wasn't fake, because he knows that was a real threat. So he has to be like, well, okay, I'm not going to talk about that, but I'll talk about the fact that she shouldn't post that on YouTube. And then immediately say, well, I don't think that's the reason why she would have gotten TOS, because she would have got TOS for the nudity thing, which means this whole point right here is useless. He knows what he's doing. Like, he knows. That's why he's talking like this.
Which is ironically what they tried to take they did take my Alana Pierce video down with. When I say they, I'm referring to YouTube, by the way, not Alyssa, because I don't know who took it down.
Legally covering your ass, nice.
But this video says specifically for violating YouTube's policy on harassment and bullying. And when I read that, I'm like, that's curious, because when I watched the video, it felt like she was bullying me. And
oh my God.
Me.
Okay, let's leave it on that. Bullying me, harassing me. Now let's watch Alyssa's video.
Before I get into this video about how YouTube rewards and fosters a community of harassers, I'd like to point out that the original version of this was taken down for, you guessed it, harassment. You probably don't know me, and if you do, it's probably not for the right reasons.
Gaming insiders say this harassment shows just how toxic certain parts of gaming culture still are.
My name is Alyssa Mercante. I'm a freelance entertainment and internet culture journalist based in Brooklyn, New York. In March of 2024, I wrote a story that would forever change my life. I didn't expect it to. It was just a report dispelling a conspiracy theory that had gained traction in the dank caves of the internet, in the same spaces where people convince themselves that furniture sites are trafficking children, or that there's a ring of Satan-worshipping cannibals in Washington, D.C. The story laid out the core tenets of this particular conspiracy theory, that a single video game consultancy firm known as Sweet Baby Inc., led by a Black Canadian woman, was forcibly injecting diversity into some of the video game industry's biggest titles.
And can we talk about, just for a second, how stupid, when you hear how all this started, this is all because people don't know what a consultant agency is. All Alyssa did was explain by doing her job and talking to the people who work at the company, which you might say, oh my God, well, they're not going to tell you what they really do because it's a big shadowy cabal. But then she also spoke to people in the Discord. And that's what pissed them off, that she dared enter the Discord and do research and try to talk to people in a public Discord. Because, and this is the truth, and we all know this, they also know the shit that they do. They don't want to be attached to that. They don't want people going into their Discords and understanding how they operate, because they can't be awful people. The light's being shown on them and they don't like that. That's where all of this started. Just look at the screen. Sweet Baby Inc. censors upcoming Japanese game by making its females woke. After working with Sweet Baby Inc., we have decided to make Jin Sakai trans. They just got wrecked. Sweet Baby Inc. Up here, Anita Sarkeesian. Has nothing to do with anything happening here. It's the theme here. It's anytime there's a woman who has an opinion that they don't like, she is branded part of the enemy. That's how it is. That's how it always is. Like, all of this happened because people are dumb and misogynistic. And instead of ever doing any sort of critical analysis of themselves, it's projection. They're projecting insecurities. No, I'm not the problem. The problem is women are in games. And that's why. How dare she release an article, which literally all it did was just say, here's what's happening, here's what the truth is. Here's how consultant agencies work. You go to them when your game's already done, or prior to, when most of the work is done. You have a character idea. You want to have someone who's from like the South. So you go to a consultant agency like, hey, none of us are from the South. We need people from the South to help us with the story. Hey, cool, I'll put you in contact with like an academic, or hey, one of our writers is from the Bayou. They can help you with that. And they'll be like, this isn't good enough. Rockstar. For Grand Theft Auto, I remember 5, the whole Franklin Lamar thing, the most infamous scene, like the Yee-Yee's haircut, right? That was all the actors, because the original script was saying, like, calling them lads and whatever. And he's like, black people from LA don't talk like this. Black people from America don't talk like that, but black people from LA don't talk like this. So they added their own authenticity to it, which made people remember it. I'm like, that is essentially what a consultant agency does. Whatever you want to do, they're like, okay, this is how it works. This is what you should do. They can't make you make a character a different gender. Like, oh, we made Jin Sakai trans. That's a different character. That's a different character. It's just, it blows my mind how all of this chaos has erupted because you guys are so fucking stupid and just hate women. You want only men in games. It's so dumb.
The report stated that a consultant working at the time with Sweet Baby Inc. discovered a 100-person strong curation page on the video game marketplace site Steam, dedicated to tracking any games that the firm had worked on. The curation page also had an affiliated Discord group, an online messaging service commonly used in the video game industry, with about 2,000 members. The Discord chat was filled with racist jokes, misogynistic memes, and homophobic hate. My report contained interviews both with employees of Sweet Baby Inc. and with a few members of that Discord group.
Two members that spoke with me via Discord DM shared similar sentiments about why they believe the Steam page and subsequent Discord are important. They can identify games that were developed with support from Sweet Baby Inc. and make an informed decision when purchasing them. Sweet Baby Inc. is a symptom of other ideological worldviews that I believe have taken hold of the Western world, media, and gaming as a whole, a 31-year-old member of the Discord told me. He also insisted, without providing evidence, that Sweet Baby Inc. adds race and identity group quotas to everything they are involved with. Without evidence. That's their entire movement, and not just this dumb gaming culture. I mean, talking about that ideological right. Their entire movement is based off of feelings. It's all feelings. Elon Musk, well, hey, he didn't make this, but Elon Musk owns, I guess, Grok or whatever, the AI for Twitter. And it was originally created to be basically a MAGA-powered AI that would conform to their beliefs. But as a learning module, it got more and more information. And the more information it got, the more often it started saying, actually, Elon's wrong. They're wrong. They're wrong. This never happened. This is what happens. Because whenever you start educating yourselves a little bit, you can see the flaws in the conservative argument. That is why a lot of people on the right don't like higher education. They don't want people being informed, because then they can no longer manipulate you. If they can craft your world for you and tell you this is wrong, this is bad, these people are terrible, and you don't question it, then you can stay within their system. But the second you start to question things, it's, wait a minute, actually, why would they do this? What ideological worldview is being injected in video games? They just have more black people and more queer people in them, and you think that's bad. Why is that bad? They never take that next step. Like, why is that bad? If I was like, oh, this is woke. Okay, what's bad about being woke? Explain to me why this is a bad thing. I can explain to you why a lack of diversity is bad on multiple fronts. On the creative front, on the like financial front, I can explain to you why these are bad things. People get bored of things very easily. You want to diversify. If you ate the same food every single day, you probably wouldn't get as much satisfaction as if you had something different for one night. It's a change. It's something new. It's still food, but instead of eating gruel all day, you get a burger. Maybe you get a pizza. It's still food. You still get to eat it, but it's a different flavor. It's presented in a different way, but it's still food. So when I hear that shit, I'm like, they're adding these race quotas and all these things and whatever. Let's say they are. Let's say that they are. So what? So what? What is that affecting? Because now if the problem is you can't play Doom because when he punches someone, his skin color is 10 shades darker, but the mechanics are the same, then you're racist. That's your problem. It doesn't affect the game, right? If I'm playing fucking, I don't know, Devil May Cry, and Devil May Cry 6 comes out, and they introduce a African woman as the main character, and you still have Dante and Nero and Virgil and Lady and Trish. They add another character, and you're like, oh well, the game's too woke now. No, you're just a racist and or sexist or both. Like, again, when I say that these people don't do any sort of self-critical work, they project. The game is the problem, not me. I'm not the problem. The problem is there's a bald woman on there and I can't jerk off to her, which means she's unattractive by design, actually. And it's Sweet Baby Inc.'s fault. Like, OMG jump scare. Sorry, Alyssa. I'm ranting. I'm doing my thing right now. I'll talk about this on my next video, but these dudes have this view of normal that they like. Yes, their idea of normalcy is everyone has to look how I want them to look and act how I want them to act. That's when games were good. Back in 2005, when I was 12 years old. Well, I was 15. When I was 12 years old, and I could just play games because it had big colors and big explosions, and it was fun. But now when I'm 25 years old, I'm 35, I can't play these games anymore because it's too woke. Suddenly, Hideo Kojima wants to tell me that the private militarization of armies is actually bad because it's for profit and at the expense of human life. But what happened to the old Metal Gear when I was just like in a box and pew-pewing people? Like, it's absolutely these people's inability to understand that this shit's always been here. You've just been conditioned to be upset at it. I could bring up games from 1992 that would be considered woke. I just did with Metal Gear, and you guys love it. But now, I promise you, if Metal Gear Solid 4 or 3 came out today, brand new, people would say, "Oh, what's this woke bullshit? What is this? What this is fucking what? Big Boss, the woman." Metal Gear Solid 4, why are these women the bad guys? How come they can beat up Snake? Why isn't Snake a young Jack dude anymore? What's storylines? No, I don't know that. Narrative design? I don't understand what that means. Snake is a man, he should be able to punch through steel. Why can't he fight this guy? Why is this old man mogging him? Like, that's what it would be. That's what it'd fucking be.
I remain proud of more than 365 days after it published, but it forever changed my life.
Which it shouldn't have.
Messages I received immediately after publishing that piece. Hang yourself, traitor. It's an email sent to my work. Hi, you racist. Could I kindly ask you to remove yourself from this world, you absolute waste of air? Hope you get ganged by Muslims.
Can we, just for a second now, you're gonna call, you know what? Hey, you're racist. I hope you get ganged by Muslims. But you're racist. But I hope you delete yourself and then get ganged by Muslims. But I'm not racist. You're racist, actually. You're the racist one. You're the bad one here.
Slut. You're not a journalist. You're a Jew with a complex. You are a participant in degenerate culture and a staple point of that. All I'm saying is don't go planning that 40th birthday. You won't make it to that point. Ugly Jew begging for free.
Also, I'm sorry I'm laughing, but Alyssa, I think you're like, what, a year younger than me? You just had your birthday? So that means I'm 36 this year. So you have, so they gave you, what, 6 more years? For someone who's threatening my life, that's a rather generous time. You're giving me prep time. You told me 40. Okay, that's about 6-7 years from now. I can prep for you. You absolute moron. You lost the element of surprise. You shouldn't have said anything. Mistake number 1. Oh, you're 35 too. Cool. So listen, you have 5 years to prepare. Get the training you need in. Become shadows. You can go up to Nanda Parbat and learn a couple of things. And if you know where I'm coming from, you're a fucking nerd. But like these are obviously horrific things, but like even when they're insulting, they're so stupid that they're like, don't think you're gonna make it to your 52nd birthday, bitch. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna give you like 10 years to get ready, but oh, when those 10 years are up, you'll never see it. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Free shit, what a surprise. Senior editor at Kotaku, spitting on you people isn't enough at this point. Your father raised a disgusting woman and he should be ashamed of himself. Alyssa Mercante is next. Dumb this bitch, you're messing with the wrong...
Dumb this bitch. Good God, I'm sorry. You stupid bitch. Dumb idiot bitch. Dumb this bitch. You're messing with... At least you got the right your. How do you correct? Most people fuck up on your. How do you know your, but you're like, dumb this bitch? Is that a command? Like, is that an order? Hey, smart this bitch? Dumb this bitch. Like, what?
Wrong people. You're next in line to be digitally hanged. You're next, traitor. We make you famous. We will continue. You fucked with the wrong people. Your time is coming to the end. The clock is ticking.
What the fucking Joker? Oh my God. And the irony of using that one, Daily Arkham memes, you use the Joker who's fucking dying. What? You use the picture of the guy who gets his ass kicked. Like, oh yeah, that's me. I'm coming for you. Oh, the clock's ticking. Oh, oh my god. Oh, these guys are so fucking bad at this. Oh my god. And I don't mean to laugh because I understand this is a fucking insane amount of hate to get for writing a goddamn article and them calling you a traitor to gamers. I don't know, but this, oh my god, dude.
Alyssa Mercante, safe your sorry ass. Kotaku is next. Alyssa needs to be hanged.
Safe your sorry ass. What?
Bring no value to the world, and suicide would be beneficial to humanity.
Regarding your views on Akira Toriyama? What? This can't be real. This can't, oh my god, this cannot be real. Because of Toriyama? After looking at your Twitter, I found that you're the most disgusting, ugliest piece of shit I've seen in a while. Bro, you can't call her ugly. I'm sorry. it's the, yeah, you know what? You know what? Maybe this is helping. I don't know. But going through the sheer volume of these threats, obviously it's I want you dead. But the quality of these threats, I'm just like, and maybe because I'm visibly, once again,
In your case, since
hold on, let's stop talking. Once again, I am this on the internet. So maybe my thing is just like, I've heard a bajillion of these things, but like, you're doing stuff for Toriyama, weird. And then you are like, you're dumb and ugly. Congratulations. You graduated 5th grade. You're dumb and ugly. That's what like every guy says when they like get turned down from a girl and suddenly she's a fat ugly bitch. I'm like they don't. It's so
you're
bad.
Too narcissistic to do that. Most parasites are. I also endorse going to a hood in your neighborhood, and the mob will do the same. Let's see if black gangsters are so inclusive of pansies like you.
I love the story that black people always get. Once again, we are always mentioned. We are always mentioned. And who the fuck talks like this? I also know it's going to a hood in your neighborhood. Hey, dumbass. Hood is neighborhood. And the mob will do the same. Let's see if black gangsters, just say gang members. Like, this is someone who's never left their mom's basement, who has grown up clearly just watching animes and just like, you think you're so tough? Which I don't think she said she was. Let's see if, how would black people treat you? Go to a hood and black people and see if they're inclusive. This is the shit I'm talking about. Like, they don't even know how like this shit works. Gang members don't just fucking run up on you. Wait, you had weirdos attacking bro, Alyssa, I'm sorry, man. I'm doing what I'm doing, but like, holy shit. These people are so incapable. Like, they're betraying the fact that they've never interacted with anyone outside of like Discord mods. As a queer person on the internet, I get the same quality of comments. Like, they're not even intimidated. They're just put. Yes, I'm saying it's like, bro, I can teach you better insults. I can. I know I can. Give me a shot. I can teach you better insults. And as someone who grew up in Inglewood, California, I can tell you, gang members, again, if you just get dropped off into unless you're in their house for no reason, they're not going to just come up to you and be like, oh yeah, here's a white girl, you know what to do. That's like, it's get off the internet, get off those sites, go touch grass. Your insults are bad. My favorite part though is despicable human being. Either kill yourself or get killed. If I go out to get killed, aren't I killing myself? No, like.
Absolutely despicable human being. Either kill yourself or get killed. Look at this, and it's a picture of a bullet. Here's a picture of some giant humanoid creature wearing a Sweet Baby Ink mask, fucking me from behind. I hope subhuman N-words beat you into a coma, rape you, then start tearing your skin off alive to eat you. Subhuman, weak, stupid whores like you deserve to die screaming, with black N-word hands beating your stupid skull until you piss yourself and start seizing. No one is going to save you. I was getting hundreds of messages across Twitter, Instagram, my work email, my private email, and elsewhere. Not one to have my integrity questioned or my name smeared or to just lay down and take it. I pushed back against these detractors.
I am the dad I never
At the
had.
same time, a whole host of YouTube videos began cropping up that were about me, my life, my work, and anything else I had.
And as you guys saw earlier, it's still happening. This is still it. Some of these were as recent as like an hour ago, 5 hours ago, 5 months, 1 month, 6 months, 8 months, 5 months. And it's mostly the same people. Side scrollers. Like it's Kotaku's Alyssa McConaughey legal action. Man, bro. 8-Bit Eric, bro, you look at those views you're raking in, dude. 179. And you have 94,000 subscribers. 94,000 subscribers and you're barely cracking 3? Oh no, he got 6K on the one about Nintendo. Which should also be an indication that, like, Eric, no one gives a shit about you talking about fucking like Alyssa or fucking this shit. Talk about the game. Like, that's the thing too. I'm like, everyone keeps talking about Alyssa as if that's meant to make them pop off. You have 94,000 subscribers, and because your content's all over the goddamn place, your views are also all over the goddamn place. Focus up. Like, what do you do? What are you reporting on? What do you do? Because here, at the very least, you were somewhat more consistent with your stuff. And then suddenly you got the Alyssa derangement syndrome and everything's woke now. And now you're shit all over the goddamn place. And also, no one cares about you talking about Alyssa. If I keep on giving advice to these people, the only people they care about talking about Alyssa are bigger content creators like Asmongold, which we'll get to again, or Smash JT because he has like 100,000 subs or some shit. They're not going to care about you talking about her. And I've been saying this for, it feels like years now. It's cannibalizing. It's diminishing returns. You're not going to, what are they going to get from you that they're not getting from Asmongold? That they're not getting from these, from Smash J2 who posts about her every goddamn day. It's so fucking, it's so crazy. I'm like, this isn't even a good, like, this isn't even a good for the YouTube channel growth. You think Alyssa's gonna sustain your channel? Like, this shit will end. And then what?
Had ever done online. They were full of harassing statements, libelous statements, defamation, misogyny, homophobia, and everything else you'd expect.
Even outside the hate, this doesn't even seem like a fun thing to like. It's just like this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why no one watches this shit. It's like, yeah, dude, great. You said Alyssa's a whore. So did 18 other people. What even is this news? What are you even telling me? Oh my God, you guys, Asmongold fucking dunked on her. Okay, great. Did that need to be 9 different videos? Look at Asmongold. And by the way, Asmongold's a fucking idiot. Like, you're taking him seriously only because he has a lot of views. That's it. That's it. His content is dumb. He's dumb. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't understand anything. Ever. Every time he gets to a topic he doesn't understand, and someone who's much more educated tells him about that, he goes, oh, you know what? You're right. Mm-hmm. He also gets his news from fucking Rev Says Des. Like,
from a group of people who use rage bait to make money on YouTube.
The Queenless, the Witch Queen of Kotaku.
I have a question for you guys. I know these people because I'm insane. Do you know who the fuck Will of the Fans is? Do you know who this person is?
He's gaming urinalist.
Okay, I know Hypnotic is. Do you know who Reality Based is?
Crawling prostitute bitch.
Biggest, selfish, most narcissistic cunt on the internet.
barnacle twat Alyssa Mercante.
You're an insufferable twat.
Funny enough, is written by Alyssa Mercante, one of the most hateful people writing about hate.
Alyssa Mercante wishes, because God knows her herpes-stained ass.
Former cam girl and wannabe journalist Alyssa Mercante.
By giving the full name, you are subtly implying that you are encouraging your audience to proactively dox a person.
Alyssa Mercante.
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 Who the fuck is this guy? No, Alyssa, I know you're in the chat. Who is he? Who is this? Who is he? And what year is he recording from? What the fuck is with this GeoCities ass shit here? What's going on? The one who made the video executing VR. Jesus Christ. My brother in Christ, I don't think you should work about VR. Listen, just 2 words. You know what? You get it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find your channel. I'm gonna send you a DM. I'm gonna send you a skincare routine. I'm gonna let you borrow my moisturizer because this is shit's popping. Listen. This is me. Okay, moisturize. I wear sunscreen. I exfoliate like twice a week. Focus on those things. Focus on those things. Not making this from 2011 fucking MLG ass
Alyssa Mercante. 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 This has been the best thing that's happened to my channel since I started 8 years ago. Alyssa Mercante. Alyssa Mercante. Alyssa Mercante. Alyssa Mercante. Alyssa Mercante. Alyssa Mercante is obsessed with me.
And
I'm gonna pause right here, Alyssa, because I gotta cut back. So remember I told you guys earlier when old Smashy Boy was saying this shit?
It felt like she was bullying me and harassing me. And I know that's hysterical to say because I'm the one being sued right now by her for allegedly harassing her.
Allegedly. Hey chat, can you roll the clip? Can we roll the clip of Smash JT's just fucking channel? Can we just talk about 8 days ago? We're gonna play our favorite game where I type in Alyssa's name. Eight days ago, 6 months ago, 7 months ago. Alyssa, 3 weeks ago. Alyssa, a year ago. Alyssa. Simp Forbes Journal loves Mercante. That has nothing to even do with Alyssa. Alyssa, just DM my wife. Disgraced former at Gaming Playing Journal Sims for Alyssa. Jeff Grubb Sims for racist Alyssa Mercante. Love the adjective there. Alyssa, Frost 2.0, ooh, Alyssa, Unhinged, Daddy Issues, Lawsuit Scam, Alyssa, Smash JT Sucks, Alyssa Mercante Defense Fund Explodes while Nick Calandra copes and seethes. Like, people simping for Alyssa, all this stuff for Alyssa, obsessed, she's obsessed with you, correct, you're right, you're so smart, Jeff, she's obsessed with you, She's made so many videos on you. That there's legal documents that have you making over 100 hours of content on her. But you're right, she's obsessed with you. You're smart. You're such a smart boy, Jeff. I hope your wife tells you that every night as you put on the Mario hat. I hope she tells you you're such a smart, strong boy, Jeff. You're so smart. You're smart. You're smart. He's absolutely put out like Marvel. How long hours is the MCU? The MCU total is around 340 hours. This includes approximately 50 hours of film, 287 hours of TV. Okay, so 340 hours of the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he's had over 150 hours of content on just Alyssa. So, almost what? A little bit more than under half of the amount of hours in the fucking MCU dedicated to Alyssa. Just to put that into perspective, the MCU, which started in 2008 and is currently 2025, is around, or at the very least, let's say this time a year ago. So let's say 2024, 340 hours, just about 150 hours on one person. How else do I explain to you guys how insane it is for someone to claim being harassed and bullied when they themselves, you know what this is? If I can be a little political on this channel, which is rare for me, this is literally Benjamin Netanyahu talking about how Israel is being attacked by Palestinians. Yeah, like the Palestinians attacked, the Hamas attack on October 7th. That was the only attack that ever happened. And then they proceeded to do like 100 9/11s to the entire population of Gaza. And their response is, well, we're under attack. Yeah, Jeff, I can make 150 hours of content on this. That's fine. It's normal. It's cool. It's normal. It's a normal thing for a man of my age to be obsessed with this woman and make 150 hours of content. But if she makes one video about me, she's bullying, she's harassing me. I'm the real victim, you guys.
When I watched that video, I'm just like, no, none of this is what she's making it sound like I'm saying things that I never said, taking it so out of context and making me over and over and over again say things. It's like,
Alyssa, how are you so powerful that you made Jeff Tarza all the way in California while you were in New York? How did you make him do these things? Alyssa, why would you make Jeff do these things? That's not nice of you. I'm going to leave you a message. And I'm going to, that's not nice. I'm going to call your dad and be like, hey, your daughter has been making men on the internet say mean things about her. Someone called Charles Xavier, we have a powerful mutant. Like what?
for example, let's just pull a random example out of thin air on a video that I made about Alyssa. I posted my San Diego Comic-Con press passes on X because I was very excited and proud and honored to be accepted into San Diego Comic-Con as a member of the press for Smash JT. Like, that's a huge deal for the channel. I was so excited.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I thought we hated the press. I thought we hated the press. Was I getting the wrong message? I thought we hated the press and people who are part of the press are the enemy. I thought that was what they said. That's what they said. They said that they were the enemy and they're bad people. So why would you want to be part of the press?
About it. And I wanted to share that with my followers to be like, hey guys, look, how cool is this? Like I can go there as the press. I can get in and I can show you guys stuff here. And it's like, this is what it's all about. I love it. She took that and started tagging San Diego Comic-Con, started tagging people that are connected to it and trying to say awful things about me so that they would revoke my passes and remove them. And I'm like, I'm not going to stand for this. I'm going to make a video to say what she's doing right now is bullshit. You can't do that to someone. Like,
yeah, you can't do that to someone, you guys. You can't do that. You definitely can't do that to anyone. You imagine someone saying something and then you like tagging them and like, trying to get them in trouble. Like imagine if you had like a video go up and it got taken down and then it got reinstated and you're like, why was a bisexual female given details on what to change and allowed to re-upload a video that violated YouTube terms of service, yet I, a straight white male, was stonewalled and told nothing? Why does YouTube hate white straight males? At Team YouTube, abhorrent hypocrisy. It's weird. It's like, imagine if you did that. Imagine if you were upset that you perceived that someone got something that they shouldn't have gotten, and then you then went to go tag the same entity that bestowed upon them that thing you think they shouldn't have had. Like, wouldn't that be crazy? Wouldn't that be weird, you guys? Wouldn't that be like the strangest thing to do? Now, I know Jeff would never do that. He's a man of integrity. He would never do that, you guys. He would never go around making a stink about something because he believes someone else got something he should have gotten. He would never do that. And yes, I do love the fact that like he's like, let me pull a random example out of nowhere. Just for example. Me, the small man, I'm just a tiny little baby boy. All I did was post on the internet. I was happy that I was getting a press pass, and me know Alyssa for no reason. I have no idea. I've never interacted with Alyssa Conte at all. For no reason at all. She just was tagging that, trying to say mean things about me. I've never done anything wrong in my life. I've never done a bad thing ever. And she's just trying to get me banned from San Diego Comic-Con. Like, imagine again if he was just like, oh, I didn't like something happen, so let me tag, like, imagine if Jeff was like, I'm now receiving a direct threat from a friend of Alyssa Mercante, Dave Rivera, that he will now plan to see me at the con. FBI, this is the reference to my guest appearance at Southeast Game Exchange this summer. And just to make sure, I'm going to put his criminal record of vandalism. Charge description: malicious injury to personal property is vandalism, you guys. And he's dangerous. Dave Rivera is dangerous. He's a friend of Alyssa's. And that means that she told him to do that. And I'm going to tag the FBI. But man, like, imagine if it was something serious like press passes for Comic-Con. That would be intolerable. Tagging the FBI and trying to make it seem like someone who's suing me for harassment is targeting me by letting a friend make veiled threats to me. Now that's fine. But Comic-Con? You guys, too far. Too far. I love the way they tag the FBI like it's fucking mods. Someone on the internet said they're gonna go to the convention I'm at, and that's a threat. But all the threats that Alyssa's got was just out of context, you guys. She's just making me say things.
Like that is legit. Like that is the definition of harassing someone. When I'm not even tagging her, I'm not saying anything about her, and she is proactively attacking me. That is harassment right there.
Like I said earlier in the stream, I'm putting on my degree hat. That is not harassment. Quite literally, everything you've done towards her and Alana really constitutes as harassment. It is how about I just show the fucking of harassment. In legal context, harassment is generally defined as unwelcome conduct, often repeated, that is directed at a specific person and can cause an emotional distress or alarm without serving a legitimate purpose. Harassment from the Equal Employment Opportunities Commission. Harassment is unwelcome conduct that's based on race, color, religion, sex, national origin, older age, disability, genetic information. Harassment becomes unlawful where it's enduring the offensive conduct becomes conditions for continued employment. The conduct is severe, pervasive enough to create a work environment, a hostile work environment. But it also has to be consistent. Petty slights, annoyances, and isolated incidents, unless extremely serious, will not rise to the level of illegality. Exactly. And not just from at a workplace, but harassment has to be consistent. It has to be consistent. And it has to have no legitimate purpose. That's not harassment. Especially because you only okay, is he gonna mention another time that she did this? This is their favorite thing to do. And Mark Kern found out about the porn video and went on live stream drunk and crashed out. He kept talking about the con FBI. Yeah, the FBI is like at speed dial. Don't you know, you guys? You can just call the FBI and they respond to you.
So I made a video to stand up for myself. And I would imagine one of the clips you used of me saying Alyssa Mercante is from that video. And it's like, well, yeah, it makes it sound like I'm coming at you, but all I'm doing is...
Okay, also, let's live in this dream world where he's correct. Dream world where he's correct. He said one of those things. Listen to what he says.
from that video. And I would imagine one of the clips she used.
One of the clips she used.
Me saying Alyssa Mercante is from that video, and it's like
One clip.
Yeah, it makes it sound like I'm coming at you, but all I'm doing is reporting on the shit you're doing to me. Like, that's what these videos are. So you can show these pages and pages of videos, Alyssa, of how many videos I've made of you attacking me.
I love this. Thank you, Jeff, for the segue. So let's look at all the videos he made. And look at Alyssa attacking him. Alyssa, you attacked him by getting fired from Kotaku. You attacked him by getting destroyed by a base game dev. You attacked him by getting your lawsuit nuked, by destroying your own lawsuit. You attacked him by being defended by a cam girl. Oh my God, your vicious attack when Destiny exposed you for your embarrassing Asana obsession. Oh my God, you guys, I can't believe it. You attacked him by having a charity. You sick fuck. How dare you? Unrelenting attacks you've made against this man. By getting fired again? Weird. By being called crazy from Adam Sessler. By getting hacked. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. How have you done so many attacks and he's still standing? You know what, Jeff? I gotta give you respect, bro. I gotta give you respect, bro. If I was being this viciously attacked, I too would retaliate. Like, imagine. I mean, could you guys, can we have some empathy for him for a second, please? Look at all the videos being made by this unwell, unhinged, insane person attacking him. Could you imagine what it would be like if someone decided to dedicate their entire existence to needlessly, relentlessly slandering your character over and I mean, Jesus Christ, Alyssa, where is your limit, Alyssa? Oh my God, I just keep scrolling. You had a huge meltdown? Do you not understand how meltdowns affect Jeff Tarzia? Are you so narcissistic that you weren't thinking how your meltdown would affect him? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I can't even. You guys, this is just disgusting. This is just disgusting. Jeff, I'm so sorry. I didn't know she was attacking you this much. I didn't know that by a polygon being gone, it would lead you this distressed. I didn't know that. Oh my God. And it must not just be Alyssa, it must also be Alana. She must have attacked you too. You even said so. My channel is officially under attack. Oh my God. I had all this time, I was thinking you were just some talentless grifter who claimed to fame was being tricked by Tommy Tallarico to support in the Amico and television scam, paying $10,000 for that, and then promoting it as if nothing happened because you got a ride in his car. But I was wrong. All of this is just you protecting yourself. And you have a right to defend yourself. I'm so sorry. I was misinformed. I was misinformed. I was misinformed. I'm so sorry. That's my bad.
This is holy shit.
Indeed, Jeff. Holy shit, indeed.
Oh my God.
And the fact that you can.
Raven says with this development, she literally destroyed her lawsuit.
She did. She did.
I believe it was Master of TDS who said something similar earlier to me today, before this even happened, because the video itself, you could argue, destroyed her lawsuit. But now this coming down for this reason is insane.
Hey, wait, if the video going down destroys your lawsuit, and I'm watching the video right now, which we'll finish out of, does that mean lawsuit back up? Lawsuit's not destroyed? The lawsuit rises from the ashes like a phoenix? Because you also, Jeffrey, right here, remember, I don't understand, Jeff, but I don't understand because you said lawsuit's done. You also said that, you knew it'd be taken down, but now you seem kind of upset. So upset that you mentioned her sexuality and then you mentioned that you're a straight white guy, and it almost seems like Jeffrey. Now, again, I was wrong before, remember, because I thought you were just making a video just attacking Alyssa because you were once again a talentless grifter, but I was wrong. You were being attacked. You were defending yourself. So I might be wrong here too. I might be wrong here too, though. You can correct me, Jeffrey. But it seems almost here that you were trying to highlight her orientation and then highlight your orientation, but also neglect to mention the fact that Alyssa is also white, but highlight the fact that you're white, and then say, why does YouTube hate white straight males? Almost as if you're trying to whip up some sort of anger at a certain community by saying this community gets treated differently than my community, which is straight white guys, but that community, which has bisexuals in it, gets favoritism. It's like you're trying to drum up some sort of anger at I can't remember what they're called, but it's like you're trying to galvanize people to be upset at this community, and then that way you can get support from them and like profit. Am I reading too much into this? Am I reading too much into this? Because it feels like this. It feels like you're trying to say that, I'm a white guy. I didn't get this benefit, but this bisexual female who's also white, but I'm going to neglect that, is getting special treatment. Weird, huh? It's weird how like the white part seems to be doing a lot of the lifting for you, and then the bisexual part for her. And it's strange how you couldn't just say her name. If anything, you would think saying Alyssa's name would garner you the instant support you wanted. But now you're being like, why is a bisexual female? Do you no longer know who Alyssa is? Oh, you forgot who she was because the video went down. Therefore, you don't have object permanence. Okay. I'm learning so much about you, Jeff. I'm learning so much about you. I feel we're getting closer.
Insane.
Is he just gonna keep the video being taken down as the background? And that's it.
So I want to be very clear, by the way, in case there's any questions about anything. And
I have so many
literally, if
questions.
this goes to court and goes to discovery, I literally have nothing to hide. I never reported her video. I never told anyone to report her video. I steered clear of this shit because I'm like, that video is bad news. I don't want anything to do with this video. So my hands are fucking clean with this. So whoever reported it, okay. If someone reported it, maybe
My hands are clean with this specific thing, by the way.
All I know is I had nothing to do with this. I had absolutely nothing to do with this. So, because I'm sure that would be an angle people would try to take. It's like, oh, look at Smash reporting videos. Like, nope. In fact, before I say this, I want to make sure. Oh no, I have reported one video like 4 years ago where someone literally just showed my address and was reading my address out. I'm like, yeah, that one. I'm gonna report a straight up video that's just doxing me. Like that one, I'm like, yeah, I'm reporting that. But as far as I recall, I don't think I've ever reported a.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Gosh, JT, I want to say. I got doxxed and swatted. That was 2 years ago. So wait, does he actually know what swatting is? Destiny FOMO? Is Destiny FOMO the next Suzy Lou? Why does he have videos on Destiny FOMO? Destiny FOMO and others have taken to YouTube ads to sell sex. I'm okay with this. Oh, I'm sure you are. YouTubers can't handle criticism. Why was he all up on Destiny FOMO? Is Tipster simping hard for Destiny FOMO? Weird. But wait, hold on. I need context here. Trying to make some of his content about her for a while. Wait, about Destiny though? Like, what the fuck? Hold on, wait.
So you wanted to be a YouTuber, huh?
Is that the same intro for the whatever?
So I'm getting doxxed and now threatened for swatting at my house. And
I just want to make sure of something.
I don't know how to approach this, or even if I should make a video about it, because I feel like it draws more attention to the problem.
Okay, what happened?
To a friend of the creator who mentioned to the creator, and they had it removed. I mean, I reported it to YouTube, but anyone who has dealt with YouTube, full transparency, those of you who've been coming to the channel for a long time, you know me pretty well. I'm quite transparent with my life. I don't like to include it with YouTube because people use what.
Okay, I'm sorry. So two things. First off, then we'll get two things though. You are talking about how you're getting doxxed. People know your address, and then you post a fucking picture of yourself with your children and wife. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Why would you post this? Are you trying to give them more targets? But the reason I clicked on this video is because so he knows what a dox is. He knows what a dox is. So when he says shit like Alyssa doxed me, he knows he's fucking lying. He knows what a dox is because he's clearly experienced that. He knows what it is, which means he knows what it's not. So someone DMing your wife isn't a dox. Someone suing you and having that paperwork being filed, which is legal paperwork, is not a dox. They also didn't put your address. They just said the city you live in. They didn't put your fucking address out there. It's not a dox. If I say I live in Los Angeles, did I just dox myself? Like, you have to give specifics. I should be able to find you in a reasonable amount of time. Even if I told you, like, you know, the street I lived on, which I wouldn't do that. But if I told you the street I lived on, I have to give you the address too. Like, this isn't, that's like, so he does know what a dox is. He does know what doxing is. Just so be clear, every time we talk about him being doxed, because he's interested that his wife, right? Like she just DM my wife. She DM'd my wife. Part 2. Oh, he was milking that. He was milking that. I think he says it in this video.
I don't even know how to make this video. The situation is so freaking weird. Alyssa Mercante is hellbent on trying to ruin my life. And while that might sound ridiculous on the surface, as you'll see from this video, it is actually what's happening. Alyssa Mercante has reached out to my wife on her private social media account, searched her out, which, I mean, to me, this is insanity. I've had a couple people over the years, I've been doing YouTube upwards of, 8 years now? And a couple times over the course of that time frame, I've had a couple weirdos, strangers on the internet that have kind of stalked me, contacted people in my life and things like that.
I'm going to say, if that's your history, then stop putting pictures of your fucking wife and kids online unedited.
It's taking things a little too far. But never have I ever in my entire life had someone who works for a quote-unquote professional news organization like Kotaku, and I know I can't even say that with a straight face, but someone who works professionally in journal, I can't even do it. Someone who works at Kotaku,
so funny,
who has their name on their Twitter account, is proactively contacting my wife. And that right there is so out of bounds that I was just stunned.
Can we talk about the fact that his whole thing is he's trying to hype up Alyssa DMing his wife? Like, you don't know. You guys, you don't understand. You don't get it. You don't understand. You weren't there. Can we contrast this with the video of him going on a casual walk, talking about how the SWAT came to his fucking house and he was doxxed? Contrast that with this, how angry he's getting. I can't believe this reporter DM'd my wife. But then he's like, yeah, so Someone put my address on the internet. Here's a picture of my phone, by the way. They put my address on the internet, and it's just weird, you guys. But, oh my God, Alyssa Mercante DM my wife. You were very polite? Of course you were probably polite. Like, probably saying he's doing some weird shit.
Shaking in frustration, in anger, in fear. Like, it's just so many emotions that run.
Fear? Nigga, if you don't shut the fuck up. If you don't shut the fuck up. What's Alyssa gonna do from New York, buddy? What fear? What was the fear that your wife might see the weird, disgusting shit you've been doing on the internet?
Through you when something like this happens, because for so long the gaming community is a tight-knit group of people that kind of get each other's backs and try to do the right thing, especially on social media. If someone's out
We are a minute in this fucking video and he has just been talking
the line, people will pile on. I'm logical, I'm not broken to the viewer, and I let you make up for a very long time. And in a previous video I talked about how I created a petition.
Oh my God.
I was getting notification. I was like, what's going on here? It was Alyssa Mercante, and she seemed to take issue with my video from the other day with the hashtag #EndKotaku, because understandably so, she currently works there and probably took offense to me trying to shut down where she works.
What is this? What is this? What is this probably? What is this probably? You put her fucking face on the thumbnail. You put her face on the thumbnail as if she's the face of Kotaku and then said, end Kotaku. What do you mean she's just probably, maybe? Well, no, it's okay to mess with your life because you are a public, you're a public figure. Didn't you know that? It's okay to mess with your life. It's awesome. It's great, actually. I love it. I'm going to make a whole website dedicated to messing with your life. But you DM my wife, which is going to somehow ruin my marriage, which, buddy, all I'm going to say is, if your wife gets a DM and that can threaten your marriage, that's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that. But we're 4 minutes into this video, and he hasn't...
Not fully understanding the reasons why or trying to care to understand it, because obviously from her perspective and one side of her story, she only sees the road one way. Anyways, she started having a conniption on Twitter about how I retweeted this random Twitter account, which honestly, after I made that #Kotaku video, I was like, yeah, I was getting a few people signing it and people were sharing it on social media. I was like, all right, we got the ball rolling on this. This is good. You know, that's what we want to do with the petition. I got a few people tweeting at me, hey, Smash JT, I made this video on Kotaku, you know, #Kotaku, this, that. I was like, yeah, cool. And I retweeted it, not thinking anything of it. Like, full disclosure, take it for what you will if you want to believe me or not. I really don't care. I didn't know that this person had a history with Alyssa. And honestly, I don't really care. I don't. Because I saw his tweet. It was fairly innocuous. I didn't see.
I saw this tweet that was innocuous. The tweet, I don't imply anyone agrees with me on politics, but we can agree on Kotaku. I'm here to bring VR therapy to new people and promote my VR content to help America control gaming content inside this headset. I'm hyping people I like. Let me know if Smash TTS fans have issues with this. The squad execution. It was an innocuous tweet. It was, you know, silly. It was a silly, fun mood. Oh, what's the tweet said? The genocide convention? Maybe I shouldn't retweet this, actually. Maybe I shouldn't retweet this. Maybe I shouldn't retweet the one that talks about Indie Kotaku and then the squad execution. But if this is what he says is innocuous, then he is demonstrating a fundamental lack of reality. What would be innocuous about literally having something that says the squad execution? What is innocuous about this statement?
Anything wrong with it? I watched it. It was a little weird, the video, but I was like, whatever, okay. He wants to stop Kotaku. I want Kotaku to just go away. I think they're bad for the entire video game industry at large. And sure, I'll share it and hashtag #Kotaku. Like I did with a number of tweets after I made that video. It wasn't special or particular to him, but that one got singled out. Anyways,
Yes.
Melissa took some serious issue with that tweet, and she started tweeting at me and screenshotting it and saying that I also want her killed or dead now because I retweeted this. And
Which obviously, again, now that we know that Jeff's the victim here, it's such an easy, simple mistake to make. You know, you've never like retweeted someone who was like, you know, death to black people, and you never just retweeted them. And then now people think I want all black people to die. What? Just because I retweeted someone whose screen name was like 14 kill everyone 88 and at I hate blacks, and he wrote kill all black people, and now you think I support that because I retweeted that? Aren't you stupid? Why would you think that means I support that implicitly? That's dumb. That's stupid. You're stupid. Me retweeting the guy who threatened to kill you in VR, and now you think I want you dead? Ugh. That's weird.
I don't know how to say this without making you sound really dumb, but when I say end Kotaku, Kotaku is not a person. It's a company.
Which is why I put the company's face, their logo, on my thumbnail and not your face. Because, dummy, Kotaku's not a person. It's an entity. So me putting your face on there isn't literal, and I couldn't find the Kotaku PNG. Like, you know how hard it would be for me to find the Kotaku logo? Like, it would take way too long to find. Oh, wait. Actually, here's a Kotaku logo. There's actually a bunch of Kotaku logos. Like, a lot. I can even get a PNG version of it. I can... Yeah, I can... Yeah, I wouldn't even have to, like, edit this. I could just put it on my thumbnail. Which probably would cost me less time than if I was just, like, you know, looking at your pictures and then having to, like, go through your photos, find a specific photo, and then clear that background. But I'm just talking about Kotaku as an entity, not Kotaku as like a fucking, you know, a person. That'd be weird. That'd be weird, right?
I don't want anyone to die. I don't want anyone to be killed or murdered or anything like that. I just want this company to stop having articles with false narratives destroying the entire video game community at large. I feel like it's an honorable thing to be fighting against that. But
you're against false narratives. You're against false narratives. You're against false narratives, right? So like, Assassin's Creed Shadows just crossed an embarrassing line. Assassin's Creed is a flop of epic proportions. So you're against lying. It's a flop of epic proportions. Can we Assassin's Creed Shadows? Can we just look at? Can we just real quick? The Assassin's Creed Shadows delay worked out so well for Ubisoft. Ezio decided, hey, let's do a couple more for the road and save 100 million euros while we're at it. Fortunately for the developer, it seems that the game paid off in the end. The game sold well enough to making it the second highest Assassin's Creed seller on day one in Ubisoft history. But no, Jeff said, no, wait, no, Jeff said this though. He said, wait, hold on. He said,
it's destroying the entire video game community at large. I feel like it's an honorable thing to be fighting against that. But Alyssa obviously doesn't see it that way.
But he didn't, he wants to
stop having articles with false narratives destroying the entire video game community at large.
But wait, you guys, I'm confused. Because he said he doesn't want that. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like articles, false articles, spreading false information, destroying the community at large. But then he said the game flopped so hard. He said it was in flop of epic proportions, but then PC Gamer says that it was so successful that it was the second highest selling game on day one in Ubisoft history. What? No, wait. But Jeff, that means you said wrong information? That means you said bad information? Wait, no, how about fails? Because Assassin's Creed Shadow's been a big hit for Ubisoft. Assassin's Creed Shadows has clearly outperformed Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So even though the Assassin's Creed stock fell down, Ubisoft, the Assassin's Creed itself was the best-selling game of March. I hate to tell you this, Jeff, but it feels like you might have been wrong about this thing, which I know is strange because you're never wrong about anything ever. I think you might be off the mark on this one, Jeff. I want to redact this, right? You might want to redact this because this is false. I'm just saying.
I feel like it's an honorable thing to be fighting against that. But Alyssa obviously doesn't see it that way, and she was very upset at me retweeting that one particular guy. And I was like, whoa, all right, psycho alert, stage 5 clinger. I am sorry. I will delete that. I even responded to her. I'm like, jokingly, sarcastically, hey, thanks for letting me know in the way that you do. And I deleted it, like, not a problem. Like, whatever. I didn't mean to offend anyone with that. And if you took it that way, holy crap, get help. But
yeah, get help if you took me retweeting the guy who's threatening to kill you as offensive. You fucking baby.
If you're gonna start there with get help, this is the whole video. I'm just gonna say get help because everything that transpires after this moment, it just gets worse and worse and worse. So Alyssa went on a crazed, hell-bent tweet spree, hating against me for whatever reason because of that retweet. And I don't know, clearly.
I love this. I love the, for whatever reason, because of this tweet. Because of this tweet. That's what set it off. Remember, you guys, October 7th is when history started. But enough of this shit. You get the point. He's a fucking Weasley liar, dude. And now he's mad about being, what, DMing? I think it's what I'm pretty sure he says she doxed him here, right? Let's go 60 minutes in.
What happened with all this? I just saw a guy say, and Kotaku, here's my feelings on it. I'm like,
he said he didn't care. 16 minutes into this video, he's still talking about it.
okay, and Kotaku. I didn't think anything of it. I had a lot of people tweeting me at it. I shouldn't have to explain myself, but here I am doing that just to expose you for the fraud you are. He then commented jokingly on a post I made about him platforming a violent man by sharing the petition he's made to end the website I work for. Tell your man not to be like that to me. He's so mean.
Jeff, I know this video came out a year ago. I know it came out a year ago. But you mocking someone for having threats against them and mocking them with crying emotions while you are bitching to YouTube over one video being taken down and then again crying because Dave Rivera is going to potentially be at a convention that you're at and you tagged the fucking FBI. You don't get to do the, oh, he must be mean to me when you're calling the FBI. When someone says, you want to keep making shit up, I'll see you at the con. Guy who lives near Alyssa putting her in a video about killing her in VR. You want to keep making shit up? I'll see you at the con. Mods, FBI, police, National Guard. National Guard, this man's gonna hurt me. Please. This man's gonna hurt me. No, FBI, please come to my door, please. This man's gonna hurt me. At this convention, he's gonna hurt me. Like, this is why I always say they want to be tough guys. They're cry bullies. They want to be tough guys. And then the second they are met with the same, or even not even a sing smoke. They even met with any sort of opposition. Mods, guards, arrest this man. He said that he was going to be at the same place I'm going to be at. Arrest him. And I swear to God, Alyssa went to San Diego for something, and then Jeff was like 3 hours later at that same spot. So, we're doing this, and again, I know this video is a year old. It may shock you guys. I don't fucking watch Smash HT's videos. It's just so funny to me that this is how he wants to act, but then he crashes out on stream. Actually, let's go back to him crashing out on stream.
But as far as I recall, I don't think I've ever reported another video in my life outside of that. So, Hypnotic says, if it goes into discovery, she will have to showcase the videos she reported as well, which she admitted to reporting hundreds of our videos. Remember? Oh, I remember. And apparently she thinks it's okay to mass flag videos. She thinks that that's not harassment if she takes personal offense to it. And then she openly says she's upset that YouTube and these platforms are not following their own terms of service.
Once again, Jesus Christ, Chef, you make this so easy for me. You make this so easy for me. I'm gonna just fucking keep this up. Like every time he does that, I'm gonna just go back to I'm gonna just go back to this, okay? Every time he does that, I'm gonna go back to this.
Remember that line too? It's like, no, they are. Just because it's not following what you want them to follow doesn't mean they're not following the terms of service. So
He makes it so easy. He makes it so easy. It's so easy, Jeff. Oh my God. Like, this is what you do. You bitch and complain about nothing. And someone's talking about, hey, I made a video talking about the harassment I received. Why did it get taken down? Oh, it's because you didn't follow the terms of service. Dumb, idiot, stupid, dumb. And the video goes back up. Why was a bisexual female giving details on what to change? I wasn't giving details on what to change. Why did she get details? YouTube, that's not fair. Why do you hate straight white guys, YouTube? That's not fair. It's hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy. I don't like it. Thinks court is an argument. You can't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't even know how court works. They think, whoa, you went to court. And I said, you smell bad. And she said, no, you do it. And I was like, L. And the judge was like, oh shit, you got roasted. Case dismissed. Like, fucking hell, dude. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is.
Yeah. No, I saw all the.
What? And also the part where he's talking about, she'll have to put what she said in discovery. I'm like, I guess if they request that, but I don't think that's even part of it. Like, that's not part of the discovery. Like, your videos are, but they're not gonna be like, oh, well, she has to also said that she reported videos too. Okay, but can you prove that her reporting the videos led directly to your video taken down? Is YouTube going to give that information saying, yes, we received 80,000 messages from Melissa Mercante, and just those messages alone got it taken down? Or maybe they have to review your video and be like, you know what? This shit should be taken down. Like, how do they think reporting works? Because I mentioned earlier, yes, you have to report video a bunch of times for it to even trigger on YouTube's system. But once it gets triggered, you do get to review the video. And then it's, okay, it's reviewed. And we decided, it's a bad video, actually can't keep it up. So ultimately, the decision comes onto YouTube. If I am bringing attention to, like, let's say someone like was making a bunch of videos on one person, right? And there were not too nice videos. And then I was like, hey, this person's made 150 videos on one person. That's weird. And other people were like, yeah, that is weird. And then suddenly your job, which in this hypothetical situation, the person I'm talking about has a job, is like, we don't want you working there anymore for us anymore. I didn't get you fucking fired. Like, you can't prove that me doing that, me talking about your own actions led to a negative outcome for you. It's your own actions. You guys always talk about accountability and consequences. That would be that. So if your video on Alana, that's what he's talking about, the Navigate video, gets taken down, that's because you violated their terms of service and they were like, we can't fix this. So we're going to keep this down. That's that. If you don't agree with YouTube's methods, which I in agreement with you there, I think YouTube is wildly inconsistent. I agree with you on that. But you can't then say it's my fault or so-and-so's fault that your video got taken down. Yeah, video removals. This is, oh wait, I thought this whole lawsuit was because you guys' video was taken down. I thought that's what the whole lawsuit was about.
DMs, guys.
Because that's what they're saying.
I mean,
This is about your video being taken down and not harassment.
I'm not taking like joy in like a video coming down because again, I don't stand for videos coming down. I feel like people should have the right to say what they want to say, even if I disagree with it.
This is too easy. This is too easy. Oh, this is too easy. Don't forget I have my dinner. I know. Oh, I'm gonna go take the bathroom real quick. But this is too easy. I'm okay with videos being taken down. Actually, I don't want videos taken down. I think they should stay up, unless they're bisexual females. Did you guys time me? How fast was that? How fast was that piss? How fast was that? Who'd you time it? Chat, did you guys time it?
That's always been my stance. Even if it's someone I don't like or disagree with fundamentally, I feel like they still should have the right to say what they want to say. Even if it's out of context stuff, I should be able to say, hey, that's out of context. Here's why it is. But the problem is when you're suing me, I just steer clear of that because that's dangerous. That's bad news. And it's clearly someone trying to do something to bait me. And I'm not falling for that shit.
Oh, Jeff, you're not falling for the bait. So if someone's suing you, you're not falling for bait. So you're not falling for bait, right? If they're suing you, you're like, I'm staying away from that. I'm staying so far away from that. So there's definitely no videos about Alyssa recently on your channel because that would be stupid, right? She's suing you. Why would you make content about this person who's suing you? Okay, look, no, Alyssa, it's about Marathon. It's about Sony making shit more expensive. Sweet Baby again. Assassin's Creed Shadows. And then, oh shit, damn, huh. This is, but you would stay away from that because the person's suing you, so that you wouldn't touch that. You wouldn't touch that video. You wouldn't touch that, especially on your live channel. You definitely wouldn't touch that video on your live channel. You wouldn't talk about her being destroyed or anything, right? You wouldn't do that.
And shout out to nobody for bringing this information to Asmongold down. I've never heard of that before on YouTube. That's wild to me.
You wouldn't touch that, right?
Like that's like special treatment to someone if they don't shut her account down.
Like that's
what's going to happen, right? Really, Rare W, YouTube, if it's true. Excellent. Now nowhere left to run. Get a real job. And yeah, I think that's what's going to happen, right? I mean, and she did for a while. That's why she was upset. And she was really harassed. It's madness not to acknowledge it, even if you don't like her work. Personally, I don't like it, but I acknowledge.
Hold on. She was really harassed. It's madness not to acknowledge it, even if you don't like her work. Personally, I don't like it, but I acknowledge it anyway. And I find it sad that she is deprived of her freedom of speech. Okay, so a couple things on this. This is one of those bait comments that's just like, oh, but she's supposed to have freedom of speech. Oh, she is getting harassed. I agree. There are some people that are proactively sending things to her that nobody should send to anybody. Just like the same people or different people are sending me things that.
I love it. I was waiting for this. I was waiting for this. So let's look at the way he's phrasing this. He is phrasing harassment as things being sent to her. And he's phrasing as things being sent to her. So then he can say, I'm also being harassed. People are sending me things. Now, is he going to say what those things are? No, because he knows that Alyssa is being legitimately harassed. So he's trying to equivocate her harassment to his own by just saying, I'm being sent things too. But harassment isn't just things being sent to you. It's making video upon video upon video upon video, watching someone's every single move, reporting on her losing her job, reporting on her helping her friend out at a restaurant, reporting on her tweets, reporting on all those things, Jeffrey, which you know, which is why you're saying, oh, this is a bait post. It's only a bait post because you can't comprehend the fact that normal people, which weirdly are in Asmongold's subreddit, can see that this is harassment. And you're like, no, listen, it's not, because I'm getting it too.
No one should ever send to anybody. It's not okay, no matter where it happens. But the fact of life is, the reality is, if you're going to play in this ballpark, unfortunately, that is a side effect. It's never going to be eradicated 100%. There are people that try to build careers off of trying to do that, and then it turns into a grift because you can never get rid of that. That is just a fact of life. And
the fact of life, you can never get rid of death threats to you. And if you try to do that, you can become a grifter. Like, but also, you said you stay away from this stuff. I'm not going to go too much into this video, but you said you stay away from this stuff, Jeff. Or are you just talking about this specific video?
I'm not falling for it. And
Didn't fall for it.
Funny how the video that clearly was bait to get the people she doesn't like to react to it, in my humble opinion, was taken down during my stream when I could have been reacting to it. And then my stream would have been in jeopardy. Think about that.
Alyssa, you devious bitch. How dare you release this video knowing these guys wouldn't be able to resist, and then somehow parlaying that to getting their videos taken down because your video would go down and therefore their streams would go down. First you're making Jeff say all these things about you, and now you are baiting people into reacting to your video because you know they can't resist, which makes it your fault because the woman, temptress, right, Jezebel, then you know they can't resist, and your master plan was to get their stream taken down. Jeff's too smart for that. He wouldn't fall for that. He wouldn't fall for that at all. It didn't work. Your plan didn't work. Your 4D chess move didn't work. You got checkmated.
Wow, that is wild. That is wild. What breaking news after breaking news? First, Kirsha gets banned on Twitch, and then
El Bozo. I know it was temporary, but Bozo.
This Alyssa video gets taken down. That's crazy.
Yeah, what a weird thing. The two unrelated events happening.
Hypnotic says, FYI smash, Cassie was reacting to it. Is she like live reacting to it and it got taken down? I wonder. And that's crazy. Hold on, let's check one thing.
And skip through that part, right?
Hating me gets them the video that.
Oh wait, let's go. Okay, let's go.
So this is the video that is no longer up. Hating me gets them views. Here's my story. And this was a video that she'd been reportedly building up and marketing to people for the past few days. And apparently she put a lot of work into it. And I watched it and it was a complete shit show. It was It was not a good. It was a terrible video. I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. Like, it was.
I'm gonna say something not nice. Shocking, I know. Jeff, your videos are low effort dog shit. Like your videos are low effort. It's you sitting in the room or standing in the room. That's all your videos. That's literally all your videos. That's all your videos. It's
to our attention.
Absolutely.
sitting in a chair, just talking. 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 And granted, I also like to sit in a chair and talk, but at least I put a fucking green screen up. At least I want to make this more visually dynamic. At least I have, like, you know, edits in there and not just like me talking and then random shit there. You don't get to talk about the quality of someone's video, especially because her videos actually have information and she got to the fucking point and didn't spend 16 minutes talking about something that you said didn't matter.
It was really bad. And it was so bad that I'm like, this is so bad. I feel like it's bad on purpose to get people to make fun of her so that she could claim more harassment. That's how bad it was.
Okay, you know what? With that segue, let's actually go back to the video. Let's see.
While I was facing all of this, I still did my job. I continued reporting on important issues in this space, managing a team of writers, mentoring younger industry members, and even putting on an all-day fundraiser on Twitch for Trans Lifeline that raised $25,000.
I kept finding more information about how horrific this.
I will say, just a little advice on the editing. If you zoom in on his face again, I'm going to put a lawsuit against you. This is torturous interference with my life, okay?
This charity really is.
I'm suing. I'm fucking suing.
SJT brought this up. Trans Lifeline. This is the, I guess, charity that she raised money for. She raised $20,000 to a very suspect charity.
Trans Lifeline has a 97% rating on Charity Navigator.
But the other 3% they're missing is because they send that 3% to the USAID, and the DEI. So that's why it's a suspect. That's where the missing 3% went. Why can't they be accountable for the missing 3%, Alyssa? You should have did your research.
And is a 501(c)(3). Can you imagine doing your job while getting stuff like this daily?
I absolutely fucking promise you will give up before anybody over here gives up.
Hilarious. This is hilarious because this is the fucking guy who was complaining about giving up because his channel wasn't popping off. Just irony of saying that. It's just ironic.
Alyssa Mercante is an extreme narcissist and most likely trolling for attention.
We are going to be able to very quickly escalate these things if she wants to go down that path.
She craves the attention.
I would rather do time in jail after killing this bitch.
Obviously, Alyssa loves the attention.
Alyssa Mercante is obsessed with me. She's crushed on me, bro. She wants some of the 8-inch hair.
Alyssa, I'm suing you twice. I'm going to sue you twice. I'm joining the lawsuit against Alyssa Mercante. I have now copious evidence of you not once, not twice, but 3 times zooming in on their faces. You'll be hearing from my lawyer, Ron Coleman.
She loves the attention as much as she cries harassment. Deep down, she loves when people talk about her.
Creatures like Mercante do not leave. They have to be pushed.
And she's like, oh, I'm a victim now. He's saying I'm a murderer. And oh my God, the trauma that I went through.
Imagine knowing your boss, your coworkers, your peers, your friends, and your family are also getting messages like this simply because they're associated with you.
Somebody decided to buy the, was it Mercante is her sister's name? Mercante.com. Somebody got this domain and began emailing her sister from it. Just think that is fucking hilarious.
Apparently, her sister's website has been hacked or taken over or
domain has been purchased and now used to harass her.
Hey, I thought we didn't like messing with people's livelihoods. So I'm gonna drop the sardonic me making jokes for a second because I'm kind of pissed off right now. So let me get this fucking straight. Let's get this straight. You guys don't like Alyssa because she's ruining gaming. She's attention seeking, whatever. How does that, what does her sister have to do with that? Smash JT, she DM'd your wife privately without releasing the information. And then you went on the internet and talked about that. But you're saying that's bad, don't do that. But you are going to talk about her sister who has nothing to do with this shit. When she didn't even release the DM she sent to your wife until you started talking about it, make videos about it, and made posts on Twitters about it. But you can go after her sister. You can report on this. This is somehow going to save gaming. You doing this is going to help video games. Going after her sister, having people trying to find about her past, about, you know, her college years and all that stuff about Alyssa. That's going to help gaming. She's already not a Kotaku. You won. But no, it's not enough. She's not a Kotaku. Let's go after her fucking family. But you DM my wife. How dare you? Like, that's where we're at? That's the game we want to play, dude? Are you sure you want to really do that? Because according to you in your own video, people have your address. Would you want people reading off your wife's full name or your kid's full name on the internet? You probably wouldn't, because you bitch and complain about your videos being taken down. You think that's an attack against straight white men. So you get to do all of this. You get to laugh about it, have revel in it. But then, oh, someone getting a video taken down? I wouldn't like that. That's not good. That's not good. But someone's sister who has nothing to do with what's going on here being involved, that's great. That's funny, actually. It's hilarious, you guys.
Can't help but look at the situation and laugh.
I'd go and punch her mother in the stomach when she was pregnant with her.
Ha 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 ha. So funny. I love the fact that all you freaks up top here, over your entire fucking careers, if we can call them that, off of Alyssa's back. Like, these guys want to be tough. They're so tough. They're so big, you guys, that they have to all attack one woman in order for anyone to give a shit about them. One of you is being sued. The rest of you guys have nothing. You have nothing. You have fucking nothing. You need her. Literally need her to make content. It's fucking pathetic.
Somebody hurt her, whether it was her parents, whether it was her dad, whether it was a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
Boyfriend trauma.
Ironically, she's not a lesbian and has a boyfriend. Imagine sleeping with this creature.
The guy saying this has a fucking AI avatar over his face, because if he were to show you his face for longer than 5 fucking seconds, it would violate the Geneva Convention, okay? So for him to say someone's a creature, my brother in, I can't even say my brother in Christ, because I feel like you look like he comes from a time period where organized religion wasn't a thing. You guys, none of you guys have any room to attack people's physical appearances. You simply do not.
Sure.
Imagine being her parent.
Like, I fucking failed as a father.
Clip that. Just clip him. Smash JT saying he fucking failed as a father. Just clip that, please.
If my daughter acted like this.
When I decided it was time to take legal action against those who were smearing my name.
Alyssa Mercante, who sells herself for sex and sucks dicks for money.
Her natural habitat is on her knees, ladies and gentlemen.
Alyssa Mercante, who has since come forward saying that she used to be a sex worker, sucking dicks for money.
A senior editor is a former prostitute.
Apparently, words are dehumanizing, but getting railed by Tyrone and his entire gang over in Brooklyn.
So again, I love this so much. I love this so much. I love this so much, because you see the gaps of where their world starts and where reality ends, right? The reality of the situation is that Alyssa did cam work. That's it. That's the reality. But for them, it's no, she was getting railed by black guys. I'm not weird for thinking that, though. You're weird for not thinking that. Of course, she was being railed by black guys, specifically Tyrone. Because that's how it works, you see. Anytime we think of a woman having sex, it's a black guy. That's normal, right? It's normal to always think about black men and their penises and having sex with white women. That's a normal thing to do. That's normal, right? Right?
Is not.
Alyssa Mercante sucks more at journalism than she did sucking dicks.
Stinking digital prostitute.
Those who wanted me to not just lose the job I had, but to never get a job in this space again. What do you think happened?
Alyssa Mercante has filed a lawsuit with me. It's a very frivolous 54-page attempt at doxing me and attacking me.
But she admits to bringing it on herself.
54-page attempt at doxing me.
So, class, as we've established, I've been streaming for 2 fucking hours. This is all I've talked about. Oh my God. As we've established during this 2-hour stream, Smash JT knows what doxing is. He has videos on his own channel going over how he was doxed and had a SWAT attempt from where he lives. He even shows that the person put his address up there. And just for people who are late to the stream and thinking I'm like making this up or whatever, here we go. I got doxed and swatted. If you go right here, we have a picture of his family up for some reason. He provides evidence of his doxing, which I'm going to go out and say, I don't support you doxing people. But he provides evidence of his dox right here. Hey, Jeff, do your kids still attend blah, blah, blah elementary school? And then right here, where he says this is where his address is, right? He's pure trash. Ask him he lives at. So that's someone doxing you in your comment section, which is fucked up. But this means, Jeff, you know what a dox is. You can even provide evidence of shit when it really happens. But, oh, sorry, wrong video. But here, when you say,
A lawsuit with me. It's a very frivolous 54-page attempt at doxing me and
curious how you don't have the 54-page where it shows you doxing, getting doxed on there. And if you guys saw my other videos when I went through the entire fucking court document, there is no doxing information on there. It's simply the city he lives in, which is in the docs. In fact, what was the website I go to? It's I think it was Court Listener. Court Listener. No, Court Listener. I think it's like recap. Is it, yeah. I think it's here. Yeah. So, again, it's not a fucking dox if it's available to be seen. So let's start. I guess it has to be December 11th, right? Here's the text, which I can make bigger. I remember from last time I can make this bigger. Oh, I have to download it. I've downloaded PDF. Yes. Alyssa Mercante against Jeff Tarzia. This is it, right? This is the document. 54 pages. Pray for relief. So at no point in this 54-page document is Jeff's address. It's the list of complaints, what he did, defamation, which you can go to link for yourself. watch it and read it, I'm not seeing his address here. So to say that she's attempting to dox him is a lie. It is a straight out lie. Oh, hold on, wait. My team removed it though. I'll note he never requested us to. Okay, so his info. Okay, so I'm corrected. His info was there initially as required to serve. My team removed it though. I'll note that he never requested it. So even went out of her way. Even though she legally had to do that to serve, she went out of her way to get it removed. But at the time he made that video, why didn't he provide evidence of the docs like he did here? That point still stands. Why didn't he provide evidence of this happening? He did it here, but he can't do it when he's talking about your attempt to dox me. Crazy. Crazy, though.
Attacking me, but she admits to bringing it on herself. Like she could easily walk away, but she decides to no. She's addicted to.
She wants to. She brought herself. She could easily walk away, but she has, in this context, walked away. She's not a Kotaku. Yet you kept making film. You kept making. Oh, God, this is gonna be such a bitch to edit out for a video. But you kept making content. I think. When did she leave Kotaku? I don't have to even ask her. I can just literally go on Jeff's page because he's been documenting that. Kotaku. So 6 months ago. So from 6 months ago, you won, right? 6 months ago, you won. So you should have no more videos about her. No, last November. Okay. So 6 months ago. She left Kotaku 6 months ago. So done. She walked away. She left. She walked away. So there should be no other videos about Alyssa because she walked away. Let's go. She got fired. And then it's, oh, look. Now she's attacking your family 6 months ago. Now she's destroying evidence. She's 11 months ago. So mind you, she left in November. So actually, that's more than 6 months ago, right? That's 7 months ago. 7 months ago, Kotaku activist, and then at the 6 month mark, you left. So there should be nothing else. But then 4 months ago, mentioning you again. 5 months ago, did my wife suing me? So it's weird because, again, after you left 4 months ago, Adam Sasser thinks Mr. Conti's too crazy. You would think the videos would stop because you walked away. So there's no more videos about you. You're done. You walked away. Unless this was never about you walking away and about him trying to make money, because these are really the only videos people watch about him. Nah, that can't be true. That can't be it. That can't be it. That can't be it. Because that means he'd have to consistently talk about you. Like, every month? And he definitely hasn't done that. No, that's 1 month ago. And if we go 2 months ago, surely he didn't talk about you 2 months ago. Surely he, nope, there you go. Oh, again, 2. Again, also. Well, surely not 3 months ago. Because you were still done with, no, here you go. Okay, but surely not 4 months ago. No, Alyssa's starting to scare me. Oh, okay. Weird. Weird and strange.
To this.
In a just world, sending someone a cease and desist and then filing a lawsuit to get them to stop harassing and defaming you should get them to stop. But instead, Jeff kept making content, and I kept getting harassment every time he did it. He knows that, though.
AI has you made the cast introduction Saturday Night Hypnosis. Holy shit. Crying face emoji, crying face emoji. Hey, I have a question. I have a question here. They call Alyssa disgusting. Literally, the people tagged in here called her disgusting, says she has STD, she's filthy, she's all these things, she's nasty, she's gross, she's ugly, she's ugh. Why are you making AIs of her making out with Jeff? Jeff, why are you retweeting it? Crying face laughing emoji. Jeff, aren't you married with 2 kids? I don't know about y'all, but if I was being sued by someone who says I'm harassing them, I wouldn't retweet AI generated images of me making out with them. Me personally. Me personally, I wouldn't do that. I would stay away from that, much like he stayed away from all of the drama with that one video she made. Just personally.
That's why he does it.
Before you even start typing, well, you're pushing it. This has been the best thing that's happened to my channel.
How would you feel if you faced this every day for more than a year? Just for doing your job. And for daring to push back against people who hate you for it.
I want to go back to right here.
And for dare. How would you feel?
This is the honestly good job ending the video because this is the key point in the video right here.
That's why he does it.
Before you even start typing, well, you're pushing it. This has been the best thing that's happened to my channel.
Legit blown away from the recent support on the YouTube channel and SmashG.com website. Thank you so much for support, kind words, and feedback. This is the best thing to happen to my channel. Says I, Jeff Tarzia, the man who says that Alyssa Mercante is harassing me and doxing me and stalking my family. This is the best thing to happen to my channel. But Alyssa's the one who seeks attention because I've seen 100 videos made by Alyssa of her going, this is the best thing to happen to my career. I love all this. I need more of this, please. But you, Jeff, the real victim in all of this, this is the best thing to happen to my channel. And I know at this point I've been preaching to the choir, right? I do hope this does get shared. I will edit all this shit down to maybe more of a digestible, or maybe not, who cares? I don't know. But these are words he himself is saying. So if we go back to his video, when he's talking about how things were out of context.
And it was so bad.
It's a bad video.
This is so bad. I feel like it's bad on purpose to get people to make fun of her so that she could claim more harassment. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, that's how bad it was, you guys.
So this was her post for it. And then she says, appreciate any shares, likes, comments, or boost you can. A quick search of my name is overrun with their disgusting content. Disgusting content like telling people how you tried to get me banned from San Diego Comic-Con, or disgusting content about how you contacted my wife and tried to interject yourself in our marriage and try to tell her how bad her husband really is.
Interesting. Let's play a game called Is This True? So what we're going to do is we're going to type in Alyssa's name. Alyssa Conte. And we're going to see if it's videos like her talking about how YouTube confirms Alyssa Mercante violated their terms of service. Alyssa Mercante, serial harasser. Fries in the bag. YouTube actually shut her down. Alyssa Mercante's lawsuit against me just took a wild turn. Alyssa Mercante's hilarious meltdown over South at midnight. She finally left. After starting her entire life, Alyssa Mercante finally quits. Weird. I'm not seeing anything about like, oh, hey, here's a video about her interjecting into my marriage. Feminist Alyssa Mercante shills south of Wakanda. See, here's the thing I always talk about. These guys, their thumbnails are fucking so bad, first and foremost. It's way too busy. And then it's, you do all this work, I say work loosely, and if we just go to their channel.
Does everybody remember when
5K views. Or 5K subs. And it's like, okay, cool. So if these thumbnails look sort of similar, you know who else? You know who else has thumbnails like this? See how they keep changing the thumbnail style? So it's 4 years ago, and then it's Karen get mad at me. So it's very obvious the kind of content they have. And then it's this video, which is crazy, defending synthetic men, which is a wild thing to do. But notice how suddenly their videos start to look like this. They start to copy this aesthetic. Pay attention here now. It's picture on the right, white text, red text. Right now, if we go to, I believe it's do these thumbnails kind of look similar? What about, it's like hypnotic? I think it's just hypnotic, right? What about, I think he also had, he changed his thumbnail style before, but same similar-ish text. And I do believe he used to do the text on the left-hand side and then, Jesus Christ. They put up so many videos, just like, oh my God. I'm pretty sure it was Hypnotic though, who also had that same sort of YouTube thumbnail style. Yeah, he did orange for a little bit, and then he had black and red and shit. But they all have the same thumbnails. It's all the same visual thing because they all do the same shit. All of their content is derivative of each other. So Smash JT talking about how, you know, like all this content is just, it's fucking this is all like, you know, no, I'm doing videos about actually her attacking me and her being mad at me and whatever. And it's like, my brother in Christ. I'm gonna go. I have to click on this. I'm so sorry. He's also mentioned in the lawsuit, but as a mount weasel, so to speak. Eminem stunt double humbled by YouTube. Hey, remember how he was talking about how like he needed Alyssa specifically to make his channel pop again? Anyone remember that? Is it just me? Remember that? And now it's Alyssa cooked so bad she's trying to get him banned. It's so funny to me because Asmongold tried to get Hassan banned. But they don't say anything about that. But this is what he does. So I don't think so. I don't think, Jeffrey, I don't think that's the case, my guy. I don't think you were actually just talking about her attacking your family. In fact, all of this content, 90% of it is yours. And then sometimes Asmongold. But again, I'm going to keep showing you guys this shit because this is insane. And they all need her. I mean, really, besides Asmongold, they all need her. One, to get Hassan banned for, he's saying he was a terrorist supporter. They all need her. Like, they all need her for content. Every single one of these fuckers need her for content. Now she's trying to get me banned. Again, Asmongold literally has on record tried to get Hassan banned. She's back. Internet locale Alyssa McCarthy speaks out on Alkalite's downfall. Nerdrotic. Again, another fucking loser. Also, I'm pretty sure he was a... Oh, I'm not getting this past, whatever. But again, all of this. Look how I'm scrolling down. Mercante scaring games into submission. Is Alyssa Mercante deleting lawsuit evidence featuring Smash JT and Ron Coleman? Wait a minute. What?
Alyssa Mercante is going after Smash JT. And you know what's crazy is that things like defamation.
He was in the fucking Real Game Awards. Well, let's just get here.
Now that you guys are here, this has been going on some time now.
So he has on that Park Place. The lawyer who is part of the Smash JT lawsuit, defending Smash JT and Smash JT. Why would you be on stream?
Now, right?
This
It
is
started a few months ago, and if you don't mind, guys, I kind of want to remind everybody how this all began. Here we go. Just recently, fellow YouTuber JT Smash, who covers the gaming industry and
he didn't even get his name right.
Too much love lost for places like Kotaku, found himself as the victim of a cease and desist letter. About this, some of the updated stuff here from this week, and obviously she is now deleting her tweets, at least what's being alleged out there. So that
Oh, I remember. This wasn't tweet deletion. This is fucking bot accounts being purged. So the number of tweets go down. I'm pretty confident that's what it was. I mean, you can always correct me if you're here. Well, again, all of this is newest Mercante meltdown just dropped. Like even the framing of it, they're like, wait, Alyssa had a meltdown? Let me get on my camera. Let me make sure my thing's set. Let me fix my hair. So Alyssa Mercante had a meltdown. How is this fucking news? Black Girl Gamer strikes YouTuber Tipnock and Valiant Renegade after Alyssa Mercante sues Smash JT, as if those things had any sort of correlation. Alyssa Mercante is one angry little SJW. They're such a fucking loser, dude. Actually, Rev says Dash is a fucking loser. I like how they're trying to make deleting tweets. Into this whole. Who the fuck is this guy? Who was Mark Fox? How is there so many? So you started off being a how to build the PCs, how to become a PC gamer, the installation guides, and now you're doing this. Yasuke Simulator. The hype is real. Coffee time about video games. My brother, Jesus Christ. Do you see what happens though? Do you see what happens? Is these guys. Wait, Mark's a bad one? I have no idea who he fucking is. I don't know how there's so many of these people, but it's literally, they start off, they might have success, they might be more creative, and then the shit's not popping anymore. And instead of, redoubling their efforts, they're like, hey, I can just become an anti-woke YouTuber. Let's all hate on Alyssa. I'm just scrolling down at this point. And all I didn't even type in Alyssa Mercante, bad video. I just typed in her name. And this is, and the thing is too, is the biggest tell is them using AI. And also, I'm not gonna lie, Alyssa Mercante has always been this way. This is the sickest fucking thing you could do. You made her look like a fucking vampire. Are you guys stupid? You're trying to make her look cool? What do you? Emergency stream. Alyssa Mercante's mad at me. Alyssa Mercante has been this way. And this pussy can't even show his face. Get fucked. And the thing is too, is like I always say, it's diminishing returns. How does talking about Alyssa being roasted on her YouTube video, why is that worth a 17-minute video? Why is that worth 17 minutes? How are there so many people? Jesus Christ. Alyssa Mercante feels she's reduced to working as a waitress after getting ran out of gaming. Once again, you were on the internet complaining that you were going to somehow be bankrupted from your YouTube channel. Jay Viper is a fucking that guy has such little motion. He has such little fucking motion. Mind you, this guy has like somehow has 60,000 subscribers. And then it's what do we have here? You guys, instead of white text, black background, red bottom text, it's white text, black background, blue bottom text. Why it flopped. South of Midnight flopped. Cool. I didn't know that. Don't know what data from that is. Fighting Cowboy lies to his fans. It's so like, have some fucking pride, man. Jesus Christ. It's just
What's up, everybody? It's Jay Viper here.
like the fall off is real, but also it's like the Angry Badger. I'm finding out new weirdos right now. Sandman Cinema. I'll fuck you if you buy my shirt. Legal Mindset. Melanie Mack, she's a loser. But it's like, again, how is any of this Star Wars acolyte Kotaku journalist attacks fans Alyssa Mercante seriously? What does that even mean? Star Wars acolyte Kotaku journalist. I feel like I'm having a fucking stroke. Melanie Mack explains Alyssa Mercante to Chrissy Mayer, Frost 2.0 Kotaku Editor Meltdown. And it's like, who are you people? How is there so many? New York-based stand-up comic and podcaster. You have 100,000 subscribers. Like, how the fuck? How has this cottage industry of hating on one person spawned so many people? Oh my god! Like, it's Alyssa Mercante, it's time to apologize. 7 views. You would think the return on investment, this would be huge. Would be huge. You think that the way that people talk about Alyssa, you think they'd be making fucking hundreds of thousands of views and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And like, Alyssa Mercante is fighting the Dr. Disrespect patriarchy. My brother in Christ, who even are you? Like, I don't, man. Oh, I didn't finish this video. Oh my god.
That kind of content, Alyssa, that kind of disgusting content.
Yes, it was disgusting content.
Or videos talking about how you're suing me for your attacks on me. That kind of disgusting content, Alyssa. Interesting.
It's so laughable for him to say this shit when I just spent damn near 3 hours dissecting all of these lives. But I spent the last 10 minutes just scrolling through YouTube and just seeing shit after shit after shit after shit after shit just attached to her name. You're delusional. You're making it up. You're lying.
But yes, I did download the video for preservation purposes earlier today.
Yeah, preservation.
I had a feeling
in your shack alone at night with the candlelights on.
TOS, even though I can see why it did, I didn't think YouTube would do it because YouTube just usually leaves everything up unless it's something outrageous. But I thought she might take it down because her lawyers would be like, no, take this down. This is bad. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to preserve this and keep this.
It's also hilarious that he's bringing up that, no, her lawyer said take it down. What would you know about that? Your lawyer goes on stream with you and violates fucking client confidentiality.
But
like what?
Oh, 1 second.
Wait, to be fair, you only have 9 uploads on YouTube and 1,000 subs. Doesn't it make sense that searching your name on YouTube would bring up more content about you than stuff from you, since your main avenue of content creation isn't through YouTube? First off, it's crazy to only have 9 uploads and already 1,000 subscribers. Like, that is actually insane. But no, that doesn't make sense. Because why are people talking about me? That's the point you guys are missing here. In fact, this makes her case more solid in my eyes, right? Because she only has 9 videos on YouTube, and yet there are more than 9 videos about her on YouTube. Just from one person, there's 150 videos. So if this is so perfect. So even if you were to look at this strictly through the YouTube lens, right? Why would you content creator with 100,000 subscribers? Why would you make 150 videos by a YouTuber with only 9 uploads and only 1K subscribers? Weird. Very weird and strange, right? If I were to tell you guys there was a YouTuber who was making videos of an account that had sub 10K followers, and they made 150 videos and counting on them, wouldn't you be like, why are you making this many videos about this person? Like, why would you make any videos of this person? Oh, it's because I've been making videos, and every time they've tweeted, every time they posted a video on Instagram, every time they messaged someone, every time they walked past a dog, every time they had a burrito. That's weird. And real talk, Jeff made a fucking video talking about Alyssa's, I think college dissertation. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? Imagine if I made a video about, let's say I found out information about, again, this is alleged, this is not real shit. Let's say I found out in high school, Jeff shit himself. And I made a whole video talking about, when Jeff was in 16 years old in high school, he shit himself. What does that have to do with anything going on now? Why is this a video? Why did you commit to sitting down, recording, and editing this? Why did you mention this on a live stream and then show data on it? Because he legitimately has that up there. Oh, it's just college, I think. It's not his smash it. He probably fucking privated. But he did advertise a video where he was talking about Alyssa's college paper. Oh, I'm just typing her name again. My For You page is gonna be so fucked up. Alyssa Mercante. Re-upload, channel, meltdown, Asmongold, video, fight me, fired, rant, clip, lawsuit, banned, Hassan, smash AT. Mercante college. Is Nanda college? Who listens to her? You do. You do, Jay Viper. That's why you keep making videos on her. But he did do that. I'm not making it up. He did, in fact, do a video on her.
Says, ask Jay. He watched it today on stream. See if anything happened to him. Oh, see, I'm sure people reacted to it. I'd be curious to see what happened.
And by Jay, he's talking about Jay Viper.
Says, show the video to Ron Coleman. Oh, I absolutely will. I absolutely will. I mean, I don't even think the video even matters at this point, though. In all honesty, because all you need to do is show the court this and be like, yeah, you're on.
Yeah, the video that has the information on it that you could obviously show, because if she uploaded it, she most likely has a copy for herself to show. That doesn't matter, Your Honor. because here's a screen grab that says this video has been removed from violating YouTube's policy on harassment and bullying. And, Your Honor, this screenshot is clearly about Alyssa's video and not any other random video. In fact, I couldn't go on like Google and just be like, this video has been removed. Yeah, I couldn't just find videos like that. I couldn't just. I spelled harassment wrong, but I could just do this. I could just download a fucking PNG in that and then edit the text to say what I want. But don't worry. Look at this. YouTube drama a day ago. And it's like, you could, I could just type this in. But don't worry, Your Honor. This one's about her video. I didn't go on YouTube. I didn't go on Google and find a random screenshot to show you.
This is something that Ron could add to our rebuttal letter to get this thrown out as well, and add to the slap suit. Say, here's some more proof that she is actually actively projecting and harassing and attacking me and bullying me. She made a video heavily focused on me.
And you know what I would do? Not saying I'm a lawyer, but if they did that, I would just go here and show them this. I would just be like, Uno reverse. What's this mean then, Jeff? What's this mean? Why was the bisexual female given specific details on what to change and allowed to re-up the video? That violated YouTube terms of service? What would that? Because you're saying YouTube was correct in their judgment with Alyssa initially, but now they're incorrect because you weren't given the same opportunity. So why would YouTube be a reliable arbiter if they're inconsistent by your own admission here? What would showing a judge do? Like, that's why I say they don't think shit through.
And that video has now been taken down from YouTube for violating YouTube's policy on harassment and bullying. Not a great look in the court. Not a great look. So
Yeah, court is when I just give a tweet to the fucking judge.
Bagged is stalking you, encouraging his followers to stalk you. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
You're not? Is that because you yourself, Smash JT Discord? Isn't this because you also have had people in your Discord talking about like sending you information? I want to talk about Smash JT's fake BioWare insider. Like, it's so funny because he accuses people of doing the shit that he himself has done and has been documented of doing. Like, you were the one actually in Discord trying to find information about people.
Ryan Roger Athe says, well, a video getting taken down will definitely suppress her channel.
Again, that Ryan Roger guy who calls her a creature on all this shit, the guy who can't show his face for legal reasons because, you know, it would haunt the dreams of children everywhere, has to his avatar is a fucking AI version of himself. Like, these people are parodies of themselves. He's a disgusting looking creature, but I cannot show my face. For if you see my true being, I am what you might call an eldritch entity. My name cannot be pronounced. It would drive you to the brink of madness and beyond. She's fucking disgusting and ugly to look at. Definitely suppress her channel. Her video actually has more views on it now than the original did.
That is wild.
And all the people commenting are in the same circle jerk of the content mill.
That was unexpected to say the least.
Oh, I know about the spear trucker thing. Oh, he's big screened. I know about the spear trucker shit. I ripped into their assholes for that video. and then he made some bullshit fucking some bullshit tweet about or a comment about it. In fact, I think, hold on, wait, I think I still have it. I'll go to my account profile. How do I search my fucking account? Yeah, go away. I have it. And when I was talking about, I called him out for that. But it's just all of this. Weird, I can't search my own. I can't search my own account. It's so fucking weird. Here we go. So you brought up a good thing. Here's me talking about this. I made the video where I got into all of them. This is the video, by the way. I want to make sure this is like not showing a thing that you shouldn't show. Let me. I'm afraid of doxing myself. Yeah, so this is the video I made.
Hey, so it's just racism. Oh, yeah, we're not doing like the intro, whatever. I don't look the best, but I don't
About this.
He starts talking about dramatic things. Just listen.
Oh, I'll catch on the voice box.
Look, I've loved games all my life. I mean, I played them all my life, man. From Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my god!
No, you didn't. Golden Sun.
He's leaning really hard into it, obviously.
And
Golden
it
Sun is good.
started with my dad, right? He got me
Wakanda
into them.
forever.
He understood, you know, that games are an art form. You know, it's a great space to enjoy and escape from the reality of the world. And he passed away a while back. And I'll tell you what, I'm still figuring it out.
My beard looks better now. Shut up.
His hands moving under that.
But thank you.
Looks fucking ridiculous. Sorry.
By the way, if you're like a British like black person, like why? I'm sorry. I have no
already
black
know how
person
you're gonna
bounce this
finish
off
that.
of.
Yeah,
why are
British
you wearing like
black?
your
No.
Rafiki or
Because he's leaning.
Yeah, you're right. He's wearing
why are
this
you
sort of
wearing
like,
the thing? Why are you wearing the cape? The side
like, oh,
cape?
I got my Kwanzaa
I don't
costume
know,
on.
Sammy. His
Yeah,
game is
yeah,
based
exactly.
off
Why are you wearing the Kwanzaa
His
thing?
game is based off of his culture, and he's leaning heavy into it too.
But he doesn't know his culture.
While speaking in an
Well,
accent
I
that's
can't
more
speak
English
for
than
him on
mine.
that. I don't know if he knows his culture, but listen.
I'm telling you, he doesn't know his fucking culture.
No, but he brings up his dad, and he's like, okay, you know what? Respectable. Brings up his dad, and his dad passed away.
But 4
Yeah.
years ago, I decided that I needed to try and
yeah,
process
you
my
just got
grief
it like it
in
was
a way
his
that felt true to
invincibility
me
cloak.
and him. So I took the biggest risk of my life.
So I think it's right here.
Same thing with his mom passed.
Yeah. So
Energy that is.
Gerard
man.
did the same thing.
Tell you that I'm going to immediately.
to have titties that jiggles, it's bad and wrong all the time. That's it. That's their playing plan. That's it. That's all they care about. All they fucking care about.
Oh, this is when hypnotic blocked me.
Losers, because now I know something from you. You know, everyone's weak. The DEI, this, yada. They have to have each other because they cannot stand their own TV.
But yeah, I basically.
And mind you.
So this is the comment they left on my video. This is what Smash JT left in that video. Mind you, this is the same video which that Ryan guy refers to him as a spear chucker. Okay. This is what Smash JT says. The group doesn't speak for me, and while I do not agree with some takes, I appreciate the freedoms we have to speak them. This podcast is awesome how there are no rules. One of the few places left for people to just be themselves and allow viewers to form opinions from that. This allows people to form perception on an individual. As you cut off the clip, I was relating it to how this is exactly what I felt Gerard, the completionist, did with his open hand foundation referencing his mother. He's white. So how is this racist? Did you cut that there because it didn't fit your narrative here, or question mark? And I say, this is beyond disingenuous. Firstly, miss me with the whole "they don't speak for me" line when not only have you done blackface, you did nothing to stop the blatantly racist remarks. Who cares if you're relating it to Gerard? That does not excuse the racism. Not to mention the ghoulish framing you used to take someone's grief and say they were using it as a shield from criticism when the what did I say that? When the game hasn't even released, you willingly associated with these people. You also didn't allow viewers to form opinions because that's not how reaction content works. And even by that standard, you were setting up the narrative that because he's an actor, he's untrustworthy. You are incapable of good faith, Jeff. And that was me being nice because of fucking YouTube. And then this is me being not nice. I said, hey, Smash AT, I know you blocked me here, coward, by the way. So someone must have sent you my video. On YouTube, I have to be a bit nicer than I like to, so I'll be blunt. I'll be blunt here. Get fucked, you piece of shit grifter, you disingenuous, harassing fuck. Like, this isn't you, and then you tried the they don't speak for me line when you have actively participated in that stream and didn't bother checking them. You don't get to feign naivety. Jesus Christ, I can't speak, I'm so mad. And then I just went in about the racism, about how they were talking about the spirit chucking thing, and then I was calling him a loser. And then it was just, yeah. So like, oh, I lost weight. My face was so much bigger back then. But yeah, I'm fully fucking aware. I am fully fucking aware of the kind of person Smash JT is. And I need other people to be aware of that. So when he tries this shit, when he tries to be like, people are coming for me for no reason, and I'm an innocent little baby, and I've done nothing wrong, and Alyssa's the one actually attacking me, and then you see his character. You see what he does. He got tricked into supporting the fucking Amico Intellivision thing, got scammed, and then got like a ride from fucking Tommy Tallarico and was like, actually, we're all good. He was mad about the Real Game Awards shit until he got put in it, and then he was like, actually, this is cool and fine. Like, he is a person with no fucking convictions who will do anything to stay relevant. And that means harassing a woman half his age for over a year over a fucking video game article, then he'll do that. If that means him attacking people who have more experience and more respect in the industry, and especially if they're women, he will happily do that. He did a whole video talking about Alana, and he's now returning to that shit. Because that's all Smash JT has to offer, is his misogyny masked in criticism for gaming. But that's it. That's it. He lies all the fucking time. I spent 3 hours dissecting this man as a liar. And I'm confidently saying he's a liar because I provided evidence of him lying using his own words. But he will twist that and he will say people are being unfair. I'm sure when this inevitably gets to him in his circles, it's, oh, well, he's just another Alyssa simp. And then maybe they'll try to make content about me and no one will watch because no one gives a fuck about me. And I'm okay with that. I do not live and die by this. I posted this multiple times. I do this for fun. I do this to get my outlet out. I don't need you guys to give me money to talk to me on stream. I don't need you guys to constantly say I'm the bestest person ever. I don't need a fucking hug box. And my comment sections reflect that. I have people in my comments literally saying, I don't agree with most of the shit you say. That's fine. But that's not Jeff. That's not any of these fucking grifters. They need an enemy, and they've decided that Alyssa is the, you know, the soup du jour for the next 365 days. If it's not railing against Kotaku or woke game journalism or wokeness in gaming, they have a specific old reliable to fall back on. They still talk about Sweet Baby Inc. Like, that's what they do. If there's nothing happening in the zeitgeist, remember the game Sweet Baby Inc. worked on? Well, it's not doing well. And the game is the Suicide Squad, and Warner Bros. Isn't doing well. And they're trying to make it seem like it's because of Sweet Baby and not because David Zaslav, not because of Warner Brothers' bad decision making across the board. The gaming side of Warner Bros. Doesn't make a significant portion of their revenue. It's obviously the movies and TV shows. So, like, Suicide Squad failing is one of the many failures that puts them into that situation. But again, they need something black and white. If things are bad, it's because there's a queer person working in the game industry. If you don't like what's happening in gaming, it's because Alyssa Mercante did an article about Sweet Baby Inc. And that's all they have. They have no ability to think critically. And more importantly, they don't want you guys thinking critically. They want you guys to be so fucking dumb that they think that a courtroom is, Your Honor, she's lying, hashtag in Kotaku is nothing bad. Damn, son, you're right. Here's $1 million. This is a lawsuit. They take nothing seriously on the surface. But inside, they're fucking freaking out. Which is why you see them posting 1 billion videos a day because they are afraid that you guys don't have object permanence. They have to constantly be shoving this shit in your face. Otherwise, you might forget they exist. That's why Smash JT's made 150 videos and counting on Alyssa. That's why when he talks about it, he has to frame it in generalities. Otherwise, if you have to look at any of the specific details, if you watch her own video, which I recommend you do without my big face yapping everywhere, just look at the comments. Matter of fact, before we end the stream, let's look at the actual comments on Alyssa's video. Let's just look at that. Let's look at the actual YouTube comments that video got. 20K views. 20K views. 2,000 comments. My name is Alyssa, not professional victim. Why aren't you accepting the fight responses? Imagine every single person in the world finds you wrong and you think you're right. Asmongold is absolutely nothing, still wins. Yes, hating you gets views because it aligns with the sentiment of the general populace. Another day, another attempt of Alyssa to try to make herself the center of attention. You're not a martyr. You threw the first punch and now you're crying after getting punched back harder. Please never make content again. Rawful, now trying to get Asmon banned. LOL, it's fucking hilarious. Where's my fries? Re-uploading, so this is why the fries are not in the bag yet. Well, I guess the YouTube career ended just like her career. This woman screams Karen while trying to be a victim. Welcome to the find out stage. I can't even copy paste your tweets without YouTube moving on them. You're not a victim, you just lost the fight. It's just this. This is just the comments. You're not a victim here. Even Hassan doesn't want anything to do with you. You seriously gotta rethink your life. Your narcissism and entitlement are showing. Time to grow up. And this is exactly what she's talking about in the very video. Anytime these people talk about her, this is what she's hit with. Every single time. Every time she talks about it, this is shit they get her with. And like, you're not a victim. You're not a victim. As literally hundreds upon hundreds of comments are saying awful, terrible shit about you. Take a note of all the negative comments. This isn't just people from Asmon's community. You are generally not liked anywhere. This is in fact because Asmongold talked about this. These all happened within the last, 12 hours? This video came out 2 days ago. And within the last 12 hours, I'm sorry, a day ago, 24 hours ago, and within the last 12 hours, 35 minutes, 3 hours ago, an hour ago, 53 minutes, these are the comments being left. This is what she's talking about, and this is what a lot of people are talking about. Any time these loser men feel like they're losing control of something or they need something to blame, they will always find a woman or a minority of different sort to attack all the time. And then when someone attacks their idol, when someone goes after that fucking molding piece of shit Asmongold, let's run to the millionaire's defense, you guys. He's the real victim here. Smash JT made 150 videos on Alyssa, including videos talking about her sister. Oh, but she's the one harassing me. I'm just a poor baby. Oh, Asmongold's trying to get me banned. Alyssa's trying to get me banned. What am I, the multi-millionaire with millions of followers? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do, you guys? This random person with less influence than me is trying to get me banned. And no one would even know about it unless I talked about it. Oh man, what am I gonna do? It's the same crybaby bullshit they always do. They're all this is crybaby tactics. They attack someone, they continuously attack them, they get a little bit back, and it's wait. Now she's trying to get me banned. Trying to get me banned. That's Asmongold's whole thing, by the way. That's his whole thing. That's literally what he talks about all the time. He's trying to get me banned. Asmongold just ended Hassan. Asmongold is crazy. Like, she's trying to get me banned. They actually shut her down. 18 hours ago, YouTube actually shut her down. 4 hours ago, now she's trying to get me banned. And now her video is getting bombarded by hate comments within the last 12 hours. I wonder what happened in that time period. Oh, look, Hassan's getting banned. Like, it's literally the same thing. 2 hours ago, she's fucking around and found out. Like, it's 1,000 ban chats begging me to unban. Asmongold wants me banned. Hasnabi reacts. Asmongold could want Hassan banned, and that's good and smart and fine. But Alyssa wants me banned. No, that's not right. That's not fair. Let me send my smelly ass fucking fan base to go attack her. It's just the same shit, dude. It's the same fucking shit over and over and over and over and over, man. And it's tiring. Like, get new material, Asmongold. Get new material, Jeff. Get anything else. Talk about literally anything else. But you won't. Because you are not creative enough to do so. Anytime Alyssa does anything, you stop what you're doing. This whole cottage industry you guys have created about her is fucking pathetic. How can you guys be so bereft of originality that you have to talk about the same person and just talk about someone else talking about that person talking about someone else talking about that person? Like, it's so fucking pathetic. And you add nothing. You add nothing of value. It's just you complaining about shit that you did and then saying, actually, she's not the one being accountable, so I'm holding her accountable. Hold your fucking self accountable. Oh my God. Oh. It is just, this is just a microcosm of all this shit that has been going on in this space, which is why I get so frustrated. Like, people are spending so much time doing this. For what? Like, it's, oh, hold on, wait. I got, oh, okay. Well, I don't have a dinner tonight, so that's interesting. But yeah, their audience captured. Their audience captured, and the audience fucking sucks. That's the thing too. And I know if someone starts to watch, like, oh, but you don't have all of this views and whatever. I don't care. Here's something about me. I do not care about the views. I truly don't. If I cared about views, I would also be making videos the same way these anti-woke people are doing it. But I could do it in a way that would not make me seem like a raging lunatic, and I would get views. But I don't care about that. I don't give a shit about the views. I don't give a shit about my sub counts. I don't care. My shit goes up and down every single day. I don't care. I am not audience captured. And if you were here earlier in the stream, you saw the comments I was getting with someone telling me, why didn't I talk about this? Because I don't fucking want to. Right? Like, I could easily just be like, whatever you guys want to talk about, I'll talk about. Whatever is super popular, I will talk about it. And that's it. I have no strong feelings, but it's popular, so I talk about it. I was talking about fucking console wars in 2025. That's not popping off, but I want to talk about it. I don't care. I use this to just talk about shit I want to talk about. And not to make money and not to make this my career. This is just a hobby for me. But it's annoying that as a hobby, I can't even fucking enjoy it because you have losers like Smash JT wanting to harass people because they made an article talking about Sweet Baby Inc. and what they do. And that just became everyone's fucking career now. Professional misogyny. I think it's fucking lame. And I hate that shit. This is why I do that. In 3 hours. It's been 3 hours and I'm losing my mind. I can imagine if this is my life for a year, if I was being constantly harassed by the worst people on the internet, people who don't touch grass, people who feel like their entire being is existing just to harass women, I would lose my shit. I would. I absolutely would. Yet they think they're the heroes in this situation. They think leaving comments like, you should get gang assaulted by Muslims is what good, sane, normal people would do. It's fucking, it's insane. It's insane. Oh boy. All right. I think that's enough of that. Would it be hard to transition from this to talking about what Bungie did? Yeah, it's jobless, maidenless behavior. It's people who the thing that blows my mind is it's people who were like, we hate these big companies, we hate these fucking huge organizations, but then they will go to bat for multimillionaires because they're so based, you guys. They're so cool. It is brokerage. Oh, what a bunch. Okay, real quick. And then I'll probably honestly stop streaming because I've been doing this for a long time. So Bungie was caught stealing artwork, which sucks because once again, there are artists who are not being credited for the work that they do. And also, my only interest in Marathon was the aesthetic and art direction of this game, and they stole it. Bungie has issued a statement on social media saying it's investigating how unauthorized artwork appeared in the closed alpha test of its PvPvE shooter Marathon. Earlier this week, Scottish artist Fern Hook posted on social media that her work had appeared in the Marathon alpha without her knowledge or permission. Its environments are covered with assets lifted from post designs I made in 2017. In an interview with the Post, done by, I can say this, friend of the channel, Gene Park. Look at that. Good job, Gene. Maybe I will pay for just for Gene. But Fern said she was suspicious that her art may have been used without her permission when Bungie first revealed the game in 2023. In her thread, Fern posted side-by-side comparisons of her artwork and what appears in Marathon. She also made a post on Twitter in 2024 that she hid a reference to control delete webcomics loss in her designs. A year later, a player posted a screenshot from the game that includes a coded reference to the comics. Here from the future, if anyone doubts the theft of your art, this also confirms it. And this is loss. You guys should know what loss is. I don't have to explain loss, right? You guys are from the internet. Bungie says that it was made aware of the incident of the issue and determined the art team did not know the artwork was stolen and that a former employee was responsible for adding the assets. The studio also said it reached out to Fern to discuss the matters and that it is committed to doing the right by the artist. This is not the first time an artist's work has been used for a Bungie product without permission. 2024, Bungie agreed to compensate the artist Tofu Rabbit after she discovered that the design of Destiny 2 themed Nerf gun was ripped directly from her fan art. Bungie has also been accused of using other creators' Destiny 2 fan art for references and cutscenes without permission. Bungie said it's reviewing its in-game assets, especially those done by former employees, to ensure it won't happen again, or again, or again. I'm angry that I know what loss is. Everyone on the internet knows what loss is in more ways than one. But yeah, this just fucking sucks. This kind of also bleeds into what Fortnite did with Darth Vader. And if you know what happened, you can just literally watch my video on that. Is my most recent video. Again, I can't make sure I'm showing information here. But yeah, my most recent video where I talk about Darth Vader and AI is right here. I'm talking about how they're using Gemini and 11 Labs are collaborating with Fortnite to make AI versions of Darth Vader. He has AI script and all this stuff too. You guys should, if you want to watch it. Once again, this is the video. It's called The Darth Vader AI in Fortnite is Already a Problem. I just uploaded it less than 24 hours ago, so I'm not going to go through all the details. But wait, Atreus' Twitter is gone. Like where he deleted it? Hold on. No, his Twitter's still there. His Twitter's still there. And also, I don't care about him. But this has to do with like just the way that we're using like artists and art and like how they're using AI. Vader was saying T slurs galore. Of course he was saying slurs. I went over that in my video too. It's easy to do that because we know how to break AIs all the time. We do all the fucking time. But I was like, you know what? I want to talk about it. Right? And I talked about it. And is it getting a lot of views? No. But I don't care because I want to talk about it. That's it. That's how I operate. So it always blows my mind when people are so beholden to the algorithm. And they're like, well, I got to start attacking these people. Otherwise, no one's going to watch my stuff. If people will only watch your stuff and tune into your content and support you because you are always attacking someone, then they are not supporting you. They are just simply living vicariously through you. They just want drama because human beings are messy. Because what happens when all the people you make drama about go away? What happens? Like, I would rather focus my efforts on things I care about and like, because you get a more genuine reaction, a more genuine opinion I have than just like, oh yeah, the Darth Vader shit. I don't give a shit about Fortnite, but you guys have seen my content. I give a shit about using AI, especially generative AI or voice AI, in place of hiring actors and artists to do the job. So it's like, that's why I talked about the Fortnite Darth Vader thing. Not because I'm a huge Fortnite fan or such a gigantic Star Wars fan I have to talk about it, but because they are using an application of technology in a way that I find to be reprehensible. And those are my principles. I don't give a fuck if it gets 1 billion views or 100 views. I don't care. My point is, I want to just get this out there and talk about it. But honestly, you guys, I think I'm done talking today. I'm fucking tired. I came like straight from work and did this. I am exhausted. So we're gonna stop the stream here. If you guys want, just go fucking, I don't know, watch my video. But I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. I'm so tired. Or at least I'm gonna relax. I'm not gonna go to sleep. It's only 8 o'clock, but I'm fucking tired. It was good to playing Abiotic Factor. You know what? One of these days I gotta make a stream where I can just play games. I might do a gaming stream during the week again. I don't know, but yeah, we're done. We're done here. Let me be someone professional and put the streamer's ending screen up here. And I do want to work on this video about Expedition 33/Lost Odyssey. So I'll probably get the bones of that worked on tomorrow, but there's that. Obviously, I'm going to use part of this stream as the video. So in case you guys missed me talking about what I talked about for almost 3 hours, I would try to make it a reasonable video, but who's to say? It might be an hour and a half long. You might get a lot of my voice. But I'll see you guys next time.